knocked some sense into it. Yeah. Okay.
Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Welcome to Sport Radio 1350's High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution.
Henry has it, turns the corner, he's inside the 5, he's at the goal line, he's into the end zone. Andrew Henry, 7-yard touchdown run, would not be denied.
High school football plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports, and bringing you the best of the York Adams League every Friday night.
Campbell to throw, fires it, he has Terry Canes. Canes is into the backfield at the 20, tripped up at the 15, still going, he's into the end zone.
Now let's head out to the stadium. With a call of tonight's game, here's Ron Ruman.
And good evening and welcome to Week 8 of the 2015 York Adams League High School football season. Tonight we are live from Dick Mayfield on the campus of York Suburban High School as the Trojans host the Eagles of Dover in a battle for first place in Division II. This is Ron Room along with my partner Gareth Hissel. I'm glad you are with us, and this is another one of those nights why they decided to play high school football on Friday nights under the Friday night lights. It is a beautiful night for high school football. Temperatures in the low 60s now, will be dropping through the 50s during the game. A beautiful sunset as we gaze west here, and it should be a good game. A lot at stake here tonight, Gareth.
It is late in the season. Talk about the intensity level getting turned up a couple notches, and at this point in the season your team has the identity you know you're going to get. You get plenty of tape and plenty to watch from the other team, so you know what you're going to get. And tonight we're going to see a heavy dose of Thomas Merkel, Colin Mailman, Brad Smith trying to air it out for York Suburban, and we're going to see the ground game from Dover and see if these Trojans can stop that running game on defense.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it's going to be tonight, the passing game against the running game, and perhaps which defense is better able to contain the other. And Thomas Merkel now 441 yards away from the league passing record, and that is held, ironically, by a volunteer assistant coach for Suburban, Matt Marshall from Spring Grove several years ago, and so that'll be interesting to watch that play out over the next few years. 194 yards is Marshall's record, and he went on to, I believe it was East Stroudsburg, and set a lot of records there in college as well. So should be a good one tonight. Glad you're with us here on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. This is the Flying Feet pregame show. We'll take a break, come back, talk with the coaches after this on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
You're running cross country. No one understands how they keep score. Your friends and family don't understand why you do it, but you understand how it makes you feel. So does Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes has been supplying running shoes and apparel to Central PA's best since 1975. Their staff is made up of runners and coaches who understand your pleasures and your pains. If it's running or cross-country related, Flying Feet knows about it. And with the area's best selection of running shoes, running spikes, and running apparel, there's no good reason to shop anywhere else. Worried about prices? Didn't you hear? Flying Feet is the specialty athletic store without specialty store prices. Come see their selection of the best running shoes and spikes for men, women, and children. No matter what your size, your width, or your ability level, Flying Feet has a full line of running apparel and accessories. So run, don't walk, and talk running with a staff who knows.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Welcome back to our Flying Feet pregame show. Tonight's contest, we have Dover visiting York Suburban. Our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Media One. And with me now is head coach of visiting Dover, Coach Wayne Snellbaker. Coach, how you feeling tonight?
Good.
Injuries have forced you to go to your second quarterback for several weeks, and the offense has struggled throwing the ball. Do you feel that you can or need to pass tonight to be successful?
I think we need to throw a little bit, yeah. We're going to rely on the run like we've been, but we'll throw the ball a little bit.
Hey, your running game is solid, averaging almost 180 yards a game with two backs over 400 yards. Are you confident that the running game can carry your offense to success tonight?
I believe it will. It's been pretty good so far this year and helped us throughout the year, so we're going to rely on it again.
And with us is head coach of Dover, Coach Wayne Snellbaker. And York Suburban, on the other hand, throws more than 25 times a game for 210 yards. What is your key on defense tonight?
Just going to hope to bring some pressure a little bit and maybe flush him out a little bit and get him moving and hit him a couple times and see if we can't get him off track a little bit.
Hey, you and Suburban are tied for the division lead, and you are still in the hunt for a district playoff spot. What did you tell your team about the importance of tonight's contest?
Well, we play every game as it's just going 1-0 every Friday night, and we try to do that, and we'll take care of tonight and see where it leads us. So we can really take care of tonight anyway.
Coach, good talking to you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Coach Wayne Snellbaker of Dover. Coach's interviews are brought to you by Media One. We'll be back for more pregame coverage after this.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Keep up to date on Penn State football throughout the season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. I'm Ron Ruman, and I've been covering the Nittany Lions since the 70s. Tune in weekdays all season long to get the latest from Coach James Franklin and the players. Penn State updates are brought to you by your neighborhood family markets, Nell's, Sobel's, Wetzel's, and New Oxford, Penn State York, and financial advisor Dave Sprinkle. Stay up to date on Penn State on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Tonight's contest is Dover visiting York Suburban. Our coach's interviews are brought to you by Media One. And with me is head coach of the home team, York Suburban, Coach Andy Laux. Coach, how you feeling tonight?
Good.
You have a soon-to-be record-setting passer in Thomas Merkel, and two receivers, Colin Mailman and Brad Smith, who has 75 catches between the two of them in 7 games. Talk a little bit about how these passing combinations have worked for you this year.
Well, all three of those guys have played together for a long time, so they're very comfortable with each other. And I know that Thomas trusts those guys. You know, they're going to be in the right spots when the ball leaves his hand. So it's just time together has made them what they are.
You were running the ball for 150 yards a game as well. Are you satisfied with the offensive balance?
Yeah, I mean, we want to be balanced. You know, our goal is to do whatever we have to do to score points. So if it's throwing, we'll do that. If it's running, we'll do that. You know, whatever's working is what we're going to go with.
With us now for the Media One coach's interviews is head coach York Suburban Andy Laux. Dover is a team that runs the ball almost exclusively. How do you defend them tonight?
Well, you just defend them the way you would a wing T team or an option team. So you figure their quarterback is as good as a running back as he is a quarterback, so you just treat him like a running back.
The Trojans got a big last-second emotional win on the road last week at West York to keep you tied for the division lead with Dover in the district playoff picture. What did you say to your team about the importance of tonight's contest?
Well, I mean, both teams are undefeated in Division II, so if we want to continue to, you know, achieve our goals, then we have to beat Dover tonight if we want to do that. So this is just as big of a game as last week's game was.
Coach, I appreciate your time. It's good catching up with you again, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Our coach's interviews are brought to you by Media One, and we'll be back for more pregame coverage after this.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or our new location, 1399 South Queen Street at 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Frustrated with the returns or the lack thereof in the stock market? Are you tired of giving back the returns you do make whenever there's a downturn? Would you like to keep the returns you make and have them locked in annually? Learn more about protecting your retirement and investment dollars. Call Tom Dasher Investment Services, 717-246-3879 or 717-487-2096. If your mutual funds are underperforming or your CDs aren't returning what you'd like, contact Tom Dasher Investment Services, 246-3879 or 487-2096.
Brown's Orchards and Farm Market in Loganville was built on teamwork, commitment, and passion. For over 65 years, Brown's has been a delicious destination for hand-picked fruits and award-winning bakery treats. As we celebrate football season, make Brown's Catering your tailgating headquarters for barbecue, party trays, wings, steamed shrimp, giant 2-foot subs, and more. Brown's applauds every football player, coach, cheerleader, band member, and parent for your teamwork, commitment, and passion for the game. Come to Brown's in Loganville to celebrate the big win. BrownsOrchards.com.
Get ready for winter now and save big on your heating oil or propane costs. Call today to schedule your first fill, and don't forget to ask our energy advisors about the right money-saving plan or budget to fit your lifestyle. Lock in your rate and protect your price all winter. Our price-protected customers save an average of $325 per year. Visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-4SHIPLEY, and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy, energy for life.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
And welcome back to Dick May Field at York Suburban and the Suburban Trojan Band entertaining the crowd here tonight. A beautiful night for high school football and the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. And it's Dover at Suburban tonight. And time now for our look around the league, brought to you by Hunters Hill Ortho. Some of the other key games tonight. And let's look at Division I now. We've got Northeastern and Spring Grove. Gareth, the Bobcats, they're 6-1 overall, 3-1 in the league. They are currently the 3 seed in District 3 AAA. Spring Grove fighting for dear life both in the league, where they are 3-1, so they're still alive there. They're the 12th seed in District AAA right now.
The Bobcats need to play 4 quarters, and they need to come out starting fast. They've had a tough time getting going early in games. I think if they get things going early in this game, they can come out and be successful against Spring Grove.
All right. In Division 3, York Catholic at Bermudian. Both teams the identical records, 3-4 overall, 3-1 in the league. So they're still 1 game behind Hanover. And the Irish have the 3 seed in the district playoffs right now in Single A. So they could, they're hoping they can overtake Steel High for that 2 spot and get a home game.
Same thing with them. If they can come out and Yochemic and Kennard can get going early, it'll be a tough game against Bermudian, but that's a game they need to win if they're going to come out on top in this division.
Of course, both those teams are chasing Hanover. The Nighthawks still perfect, 7-0, 4-0 in the league. They host York Tech tonight, and Hanover currently is the 3 seed in District 3 AA. They're able to beat York Tech. That's a quad A team. That would give them a lot of power points.
Yeah, Hanover's rolling right now, and I don't think they're going to get stopped by the Spartans tonight. This team is electric and undefeated so far. Look for them. They'll be 8-0 after tonight.
This is the Hunters Hill Ortho Look Around the League on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine as the Trojan Band plays in the background here. Suburban hosting Dover is our game. Other key games in Division 1 tonight. Central at Red Lion. The Panthers are struggling this year, 2-5, 1-3. Red Lion, though, still has hopes for a good season. They're 4-3 overall, 2-2 in the league. And when you look at the district situation, they're the 13th seed in Quad A right now.
Central's going to be playing for pride in this one. He's not used to this, seeing them being 2-5, 1-3 in the league. And Red Lion at home, they're a tough team. They'll come away with a win against the Panthers tonight, but the Panthers playing for pride.
And Kendrick Boyd Gillespie, 10 catches last week and 5 touchdowns for Red Lion as Dalton Grove returned at quarterback. All right, Division 2, Eastern at Kennerdale. Playing for pride mostly here. Both teams 1-3 in the division. Eastern's 3-4 overall, and the Rams 2-5.
The Golden Knights have a good defense. If they can get the running game going, their defense can hold hold Kennerdale to few points and and get good field position, win the field position battle. So if they can get the running attack going, Golden Knights will be successful.
Back to Division I, New Oxford, just 1-6, 0-4 are the Colonials in the league play. They're at Dallastown. The Wildcats also still perfect, 7-0, 4-0, and right now Dallastown hanging on to that 7th seed in the Quad A playoffs in District 3.
Wildcats, another undefeated team that's rolling right now, and best thing for them to do is not to overlook this game tonight. Don't want to do that, and you end up making mistakes and losing a trap game to the Colonials.
And finally, in Division I Division I, Southwestern is at York I. The Bearcats struggling minorly, 0-7, 0-4. Southwestern, they're 5-2, 3-1. They still have a shot at least a tie for the league title, depending on what happens. They've got a big one at Northeastern, hosting Northeastern next week. I think we'll have that one for you here. We'll let you know this coming week, so check it out on air and on the website. And Southwestern right now is the 11th seed in the district playoffs.
And we saw Southwest lose a tough one last week to Dallastown. I really didn't think that Southwest played up to their potential, but they played a full four quarters in that game. And I think they'll come out tonight in revenge and come out on top against William Penn.
And in Division II, West York at Susquehannock tonight. The Bulldogs, a disappointing season so far. A couple of close losses. A heartbreaker, last-second loss to Suburban on a field goal by 1 point last week at homecoming for West York. But they're still 2-1 in the league, as is Susquehannock, and the Warriors playing better. They're 3-4. So the winner of that one will be, tied for second with the loser of this one tonight.
I think West York is much better than a 2-5 record shows, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win out the rest of their season in the last 3 games.
All right, and that's our Hunters Hill Ortho look around the league. The other key games in the York Adams League tonight on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Take a break. We'll come back, have our starting lineups from your local State Farm agent Trish Hauser right after this on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
If you've ever been charged with a crime, you know it can be a frightening and stressful time. You have a right to legal representation, which is crucial to assisting you through this difficult time. Criminal charges often carry consequences beyond fines, and often charges such as a DUI can have an impact on your driver's license, employment, and automobile insurance. The law offices at Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Solomon & Calkins can help you in these matters. We have experienced attorneys who primarily focus on these areas and are prepared to represent your interests in a diligent and vigorous manner to achieve the best possible result for you and protect your rights under the U.S. Constitution. Our experience, skills, and candid advice will guide you through this process and help you obtain the best result under the particular circumstances of a case. Call us today at 757-7602 for a free consultation, or visit us at our website at gslsc.com. Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Solomon & Calkins, 110 South Northern Way, York, Pennsylvania. Attorneys licensed in Pennsylvania and Maryland.
Broadway transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's a long-term nationwide warranty.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man. I know they helped me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA-approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
And welcome back to Dick May Field at York Suburban as the Trojans tonight hosting the Dover Eagles in our high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Time now for our starting lineups, courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. We're going to go with the Trojans offense first here, and we do have to offer you this. We understand that apparently a number of players from the Dover Eagles Eagles squad are not here tonight because of some disciplinary issues that arose after homecoming last week, and so that is unfortunate. We only counted about 24 guys in uniform for the Eagles tonight, so been a bit of a tough week for the York Adams League. Hazing issues down at Susquehannock, and obviously some disciplinary situations here at Dover as well. So we'll see who ends up on the field tonight and fill you in. But let's get the Trojans offense first.
On offense for York Suburban at quarterback, number 7, Thomas Merkel, 5'10", 165-pound senior. At fullback, 6 foot, 200-pound senior, number 47, Travis Edwards. Tailback, number 2, DeJor Henderson. At wide receiver, number 10, Colin Mailman. At wide receiver, number 16, Brad Smith. Tight end, number 8, Colin Deerdorf. Your tackles on offense for the Suburban Trojans, number 71, Ralph Casper. Number 53, Gavin Barclay. Your guards, number 73, Adrian Sanchez. Number 76, David Klein. At center, number 72, Derek Lehman.
All right, the Dover Eagles defense tonight.
Defensive front goes the defensive end, number 60, Shad Murphy. Defensive tackle, number 50, Matt Farr. At tackle, number 94, Najah Fink. At end, number 53, Chase Heath. Linebacking core, number 5, Cole Jesper. Number 7, Duran Ledbetter. Number 22, Caden Snyder. Number 11, Jerry O'Neill. Defensive backfield at safety, number 27, Tanner Oliver. Number 25, William Tones at corner. Your other corner, number 9, Amari Peterson.
And the starting lineups courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. As we mentioned at the beginning, it's passing offense of Suburban, 210 yards a game, 150 yards a game on the ground, though, as well. So they can move it up and down the field, averaging 29 points a contest and giving up about 18, plus 1 in turnovers. And Thomas Merkel, 453 yards away from Matt Marshall's league record of 4,894 passing yards. And for Dover, they've had quarterback problems, so it will be Tad Picano, who has been filling in the last few weeks. He's just 7 of 21 on the year, but they have running backs can get the job done. Duran Ledbetter, 495 yards. Brett Mullen, 424 yards on the ground. So, and Dover, defensively gives up about 111 yards a game on the ground, 167 through the air. So it's that air defense that will have to do the job for them tonight. Those starting lineups again, courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. Take a break, come back with our Icon O'Hare Design weather and field conditions, our keys to the game from Unique Physique on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258. If you're a high school junior or senior or adult interested in attending Penn State, don't miss the Penn State York Open House, October 24th, 9 to 2 at the Pullo Center. Learn about the admissions process, financial aid options, meet faculty and students, and tour the campus. Explore our 10 four-year degree programs offered at York, including new BS in Biology and BA and BS in Psychology, and learn about Penn State's 2+2 program. Start at York and finish your degree at another Penn State campus. Call 771-4040 or register online at york.psu.edu/open house.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And we're back here at Dick Mayfield at the York Suburban High School. Ron Ruman and Gareth Hissong with you tonight as we get ready for York Suburban and Dover. And weather and field conditions, a perfect night for football. Temperatures, I think, in the low 60s. Beautiful clear skies. The sun is just about down across the way. It's a turf field, so that's in good shape, so no worries there. Get our keys to the game now from Unique Physique. Well, let's first talk about Dover. We don't know what we have with some guys not being here, so that's got to, throw you into a little bit of a turmoil just emotionally when you lose some of your guys that have been there all year. But they still have a lot to play for. Right now, they're in the district playoffs. They're, the 12 seed currently, and if they win tonight, they'll be in first place by themselves in the division. So a lot on the line for the Eagles. What do they need to do tonight?
A lot to play for, and the biggest key is stopping this passing attack from York Suburban. If you can neutralize that passing attack, you have to shore up the running game as well, because York Suburban comes at you with a balanced attack on offense. And the best way to do that is to hold on to the ball and use that running game to keep the offense of York Suburban off the field.
Yeah, Thomas Merkel for the Trojans, 111 out of 185 passing, 1,443 yards, 15 touchdowns, just 5 picks. Colin Mailman and Brad Smith between them, Gareth, 75 receptions so far in 7 games in high school football. That's impressive.
And they're a lot of fun to watch. Colin Mailman's a little bit more of the playmaker, but Brad Smith is a real dependable receiver, kind of more of your slot type receiver if you want to categorize Brad Smith, and real dependable hands.
And so what about the Trojans, their keys to the game from Unique Physique?
Do what they do. I talked about, at this point in the season, later in the season, your team's identity, and they know what they need to do. They play within themselves. Don't try to do anything. Don't try to get cute, and just play your game. Stick to what you know, and you'll come out and be successful against the Dover Eagles.
All right, and that is our keys to the game tonight from Unique Physique as we near the Fast Signs opening kickoff in the Dasher Financial first quarter. All of our timeouts tonight brought to you by your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week. Presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. It is Dover at Suburban on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Tailgating or planning football parties? Get the party started with great products from Best Yet at your neighborhood markets. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet rolls. Best Yet 12 packs of soda with a Best Yet Rising Crust pizza. And know that Best Yet products have been trusted and valued by families since 1893 with a quality that is backed by a double your money back guarantee. At Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry, East Berlin and Carlisle, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Sobel's in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, and Whiteford.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit our store next to Sam's Club in East York or visit us online at fastsigns.com.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained of John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Players and coaches, call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Suburban High School Trojan Marching Band with our national anthem tonight. And we are ready to roll with a Fast Signs opening kickoff. Glad you're with us. Ron Ruman and former Delone and William and Mary star Gareth Hissong along tonight.
Beautiful night out here, mid-50s and no wind. As you see, the flag is stagnant. And
yeah.
It's a special, I love that national anthem. Special thanks to all the servicemen and women out there.
You bet. And don't forget tomorrow, tonight, right after we're done, we're going to have Washington Capitals hockey, the Caps and the Edmonton Oilers, so stay tuned for that as soon as we're done. Tomorrow morning, get your sports weekend started with the Dr. Wayne McCullough with Central PA Game Day from 9 to 11. He'll wrap up all the Friday night action and get you set for Saturday. And Gareth, I understand you'll be down at M&T Bank tomorrow taking care of the Nittany Lions and the Terrapins.
We are. Watch this Nittany Lion.
Yeah.
Take on the Maryland Terrapins. Should be a good matchup. Excited to get down there and watch that.
Yeah. Well, the Lions need to take care of business against the Terps and the Illini. I think they're better than those two teams, and they need to steal one of those other three, and that'll get them 8 for the year, and that'll be a good year.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley looks special. Watched him against Ohio State last week.
Tell you. All right, we're ready for the fast signs kick, and Suburban will receive. Dover won the toss and deferred, so it's going to be fast signs kick coming from Josh Bradley. Puts the foot to it. Good high end-over-end kick, fielded at about the 16-yard line. And I believe that's Brad Smith out to about the 27-yard line. The mailman was on the return, and he is stopped out there for the Dover Eagles by Kyer Watkins. And 1st and 10 for Dover, or for Suburban, I'm sorry, at their own the 28-yard line for the Trojans.
This is the matchup we want to see, is how this Dover defense does against the potent offense of York Suburban.
And a few different starters in there on defense, 4. So that may be some of the suspensions. And here's Merkel setting up a little screen pass, gets it out in the flat. He's got his man out there. I believe that's DeJure Henderson. Is across the 30 to about the 31 or 32-yard line. And Chase Heath, the defensive end, 6'3", 215-pound sophomore, chasing him down out to the 30. Mark at the 32, gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
We certainly hear about all the talents of quarterback Thomas Merkel, but I like what they do here. York Suburban starts with a screen, just get his arm warmed up, get rid of those nerves.
Backs in the eye behind Merkel under center, hands it off to the deep back who breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. That is Henderson, spins out to the 25. Good tackle there by John Sterner, who is in there at safety tonight. So Sterner making the stop at the 25. It's a gain of 3, and that'll set up the Suburban Trojans with a 3rd down and 3.
And this is really what helps this offense be so successful, is doing good things, getting positive yardage on 1st and 2nd down, setting them up in 3rd and manageable situations.
And under center is Merkel. Backs in the eye behind him, and they hand it off to Henderson. Has a hole off the left side, and he's got a 1st down at the 40 and is pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Jerry O'Neal, 6'3", 180-pound senior, pushes him out to mark it at the 47, but that is a gain of 12 yards and a 1st down for the York Suburban Trojans.
Look for Dover to get a little bit more settled in on offense as York Suburban is approaching the midfield line. See if they get a little bit more aggressive, the Dover Eagles, on defense.
And Merkel will go out of the shotgun now with 2 wide receivers to the top of the formation. They bring 5, and they get it out there into the flat. It is complete cross midfield, making guys miss, and down the sideline he goes. And they are not going to catch him. I see no flags. Into the end zone we go. And that is Brad Smith, I believe. Nope, that's Colin Mailman. I'm sorry, it's 10 and 16, and I could not pick up the difference, but it is a 53-yard touchdown pass down the far side, a couple of missed tackles, and so the Trojans on the board early. 10:26 remaining here in the Dasher Financial first quarter.
The Trojans going postal early. You said they came with the blitz and got aggressive on defense, and Dover gets burned on the backside. Mailman delivers.
Josh Atkinson on for the PAT. It is up and good. So early on, a quick strike by the York Suburban Trojans. They take a 7-0 lead with 10:26 remaining in the first quarter. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Finks Garage, we're a little bit different. Our philosophy is just a little old-fashioned. See, we believe that our jobs are dependent upon taking care of people and their car problems. It's not all about cars and numbers. How may we serve you? Please allow us the opportunity to repair your vehicle. Finks Garage, a Napa Auto Care Center, 717-854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Finks.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we are back here at York Suburban. Ron Ruben Gareth, his song with you. A quick strike by the York Suburban Trojans on a long touchdown pass from Thomas Merkel to Colin Mailman, and the Trojans are up 7-0. We have a fast signs kickoff coming here from Jonas Atkinson, I'm sorry, for Suburban. So Dover needs to answer now, as they are down early with 10:26 still left in the first quarter. We'll get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding score and recap in a moment. But big play and some missed tackles. And again, some of the defensive starters not on the field tonight for Dover, and I think it showed there. So they did bring the pressure to try and disrupt Merkel, but he was able to get the pass out into the flat before the pressure got there. Atkinson approaches the football now and puts the foot to it. A low kick fielded by one of the up men at the 25-yard line. Straight ahead they come across the 40 and right out to about the 40 or 41-yard line. And for Dover, that is Andrew Hoffman on the return. So the Eagles will start in good field position at their own 40. And Gareth, let's get that Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
Andrew Hoffman, just a sophomore, that's a real nice catch on that line drive kick right to him.
Really?
And that scoring drive for York Suburban went 4 plays, a minute 27 seconds, 72 yards, finished with a 53-yard touchdown strike. Thomas Merkel throwing it to the flat, call a mailman, going the distance. York Suburban 7, Dover 0 with 10 minutes and 19 seconds in the first quarter.
And Dover comes out in 4 wide receivers, 2 each way, but a flag flies, and looks like there was some movement on that offensive line for York Suburban. There's a couple of, or for Dover rather, there's a couple of guys in there that aren't normal starters either. Jerry O'Neill is in at a receiver spot, but we've also got some guys that aren't on the normal starting list there for Dover, including Cale Sturmer. He's a 6'3", 300-pound junior who is in there. And we'll see who else. I believe there's another different number in there. We'll have to pick that up in a moment. So 1st and 15 from the 35, still 4 wides. Pekinel hands it straight ahead to Cole Jesper, and he is hit in the backfield and goes down. Penetration by David Klein, the 6'1", 225-pound senior defensive end. He brings Jesper down for the 3-yard loss, and it's going to be 2nd down and 17 from there.
We see a heavy running attack consistently week in and week out from the Dover Eagles, and Wayne Snellbaker trying to mix it up, going with 4 wide, trying to spread out this Trojan defense, give them some different looks early in the ball game.
And it did not work on that play. So it is now 2nd and about 18 back at the near the 32-yard line. Pekinel out of the gun, high snap, they run the option. He pitches it deep to Jesper. He's hit in the backfield again and goes down. Klein again through there. Had a lot of help that time as Ralph Casper was there as well. And Ledbetter, that was on the carry that time, drops him at the 30. That's a loss of 2. And so now it's going to be 3rd down and 20. Dover back at its own 30. 9:18 left here in the Dasher Financial first quarter.
Pretty good field position as Dover was starting with the 40-yard line and nothing but negative yards on the first 2 plays. Not taking advantage of the good field position.
And Pekinel going to have to throw. Pressure comes. He fires it across the middle. He has Ledbetter. Makes a great catch. Went high for it, but he was upended at the 45-yard line. Great catch by Duran Ledbetter. And he was hit back there right as he caught it. It's a gain of 15, but it's going to leave him short. It's going to be 4th and 5 for the Dover Eagles, but that was a heck of a catch by Ledbetter.
And those are the chances that they're going to have to take to be successful against York tonight.
And Dover going to go for it here. 4th and 5. They put a man in motion. They have 5 wide receivers. Pekinel looking to run. He's going to punt. Now he throws it at the last minute. He's got his man. It is Caden Snyder at the 40-yard line of Suburban. So it was a run. He was going to punt it. Then he saw his man open, and he fired it and hit him a 15-yard gain. So Tad Pekinel, 2 straight completions here, and that moves the chains for the Dover Eagles.
I like the game plan. You're playing against a potent offense like York Suburban. You got to pull tricks out of your sleeve like that, and that's exactly what Wayne Snellbaker has to do tonight to be successful against these Trojans.
So 1st and 10 at the Suburban 40-yard line, 8:10 on a turning clock in the Dasher Financial first. Again, 4 wides, 3 to the top, 1 to the near side as Dover goes left to right. Pekinel looking to throw, nobody there. Now he has to run for his life. At the 50, the 45, and hit and tripped up right about the line of scrimmage. Has a pretty good penetration there for Suburban. Justice Gettle, a 5'7", 160-pound junior linebacker, and Pekinel is going to go down for a 4-yard loss back to 44. It's going to be 2nd down and 14 from there.
Pekinel looks pretty comfortable in the backfield, making some plays early and knocking that rust off. Good for him.
Yeah. So 2nd and 14 at the Suburban 44. Again, 3 wide receivers up top, 1 to the near side. Picano in the gun takes the snap and hands it off to Jesper. Jesper, again, a lot of black shirts in the backfield. He goes down for a loss as that Dover offensive line unable to run block at all tonight. Jesper is dropped back at the 48-yard line, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 18 for the Dover Eagles.
Offensive line for Dover is struggling mightily. If they're going to have any success tonight, they're going to have to keep moving this pocket and get Picano out on the run, making throws, trying to loosen up this Trojans defense.
Yep. And it's now 3rd down and 18. They are at the 20-yard line, or at the 48-yard line. And empty backfield, 5 wide receivers, Picano to throw. Pressure comes, he has to unload it. Going deep for Ledbetter, and was that picked off? It was. Colin Mailman, who just caught a touchdown pass, now has the interception down around the 22-yard line of Suburban. There were 2 Dover receivers in the area that time, Snyder and Ledbetter, and it was picked off by Colin Mailman, and Suburban's going to take it 1st and 10 at its own 22-yard line. Mailman's 2nd interception of this season.
You have 3rd and long, and really not a bad pass as you see rushers coming off the edge, no time to sit in the pocket and do much. Picano just throws it up and gives it a chance to a couple receivers down there. Yeah. Not much you could do with that.
So 1st and 10 Suburban, its own 22. Out of the shotgun, Merkel goes 3 wides to the near side. And a single back, he hands it off to that back. Huge hole. This is Travis Edwards, the fullback. He's out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line before he is hit and brought down out there by Tanner Oliver. But that should be enough, I think, for a 1st down. It is a gain of 11 for Travis Edwards as the Trojans move the sticks. Huge hole by that offensive line.
See if Dover, I expect them to stay consistent with that aggressive attack on defense and try to get Merkel off his throwing rhythm.
So 1st and 10 at the 33 now. Merkel under center, backs in the eye behind him, puts Mailman in motion toward us. Hands it off to the deep back, and that is, I believe, Henderson. He's out to about the 36 before he is shoved back. Amari Peterson, first guy to hit him there. Out to about the 36. That's a gain of 3, and it will be 2nd down and 7 from there. Well, I'm going to give him the 37, gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Really puts a lot of strain on your guys in coverage. Number 22, Caden Snyder. Number 27, Tannen Oliver. 25, William Tomes.
And Merkel in the shotgun now with 4 wides, 2 each way. Drops to throw. They bring 5. They don't get there. Fires it deep and overshot his man on the far side of the football field. That was Mailman again out there. So just overshot him a little bit. One-on-one coverage there with Jerry O'Neill. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6 now for Suburban, and in its own 37, leading 7-0, 5:25 left here in the Dasher Financial first quarter.
Talk about that pressure it puts on those guys I had just mentioned, and also Jerry O'Neill, that you're going to bring those blitzes, and the Trojans are going to try to use that run to keep you honest, and putting guys in the box, and you're out there on an island. Tough matchups.
Yep. So 3rd and 6, 3 wide receivers top of the formation. Merkel with a hard count, trying to pull Dover off, didn't get it, gets the snap. Again, they bring 5, fires across middle. That almost picked off. That went through the hands of Tanner Oliver. So that is incomplete. It's going to be 4th down now, and probably a Finks Garage punt for the Suburban Trojans. So an important defensive stand for Dover right there.
It really was. Caden Snyder also had a chance at the interception there, and a much-needed stop for this Dover Eagles defense as York Suburban sets up to punt from the 37-yard line.
And Jonas Atkinson is the punter, gets the snap, gets it off under a little pressure. A short kick hits at the Dover 42 and kind of bounces sideways, and it will roll inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. So Dover will start 1st and 10 from their decent field position. Again, Dover getting a big defensive stop there after Suburban scored quickly on its first possession. And Dover moved the ball, picked up a couple of 1st downs through the pass, oddly enough. Couldn't run it at all. So we'll see what they do here with their 2nd possession.
Yeah, they got that 1 first down. They had 2 negative plays, had a big throw on 3rd down, and then the fake punt to get the 1st down, and again had negative plays and nothing doing after that, and threw the interception on the 2nd, 3rd down.
Picano under center now, a tight formation, and give it to Ledbetter, the deep back, off the left side. A little bit of a hole. He forges it out to the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 from there. Doran Ledbetter came in with 495 yards rushing on the season, averaging better than 5 a carry, and has 3 touchdowns. I'll give him to the 42. That's actually a gain of 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 from there.
It was nice to see Picano get that experience and get that rust off in the pocket early, but if you get Ledbetter going in the ground game, that'd be huge for the Eagles.
Snyder and Hoffman to the near side. Now they give it to Ledbetter again off the left side. Not much there. He does manage to fight his way out to the 44-yard line. So that'll be 2 more, and they'll set up Dover with a 3rd and manageable, though. 3rd down and about 3 from their own 44-yard line. And it looked like Lewis Wright, the defensive tackle, on the stop for the Trojans.
It's all about getting in these 3rd and manageable situations, something they didn't do their last possession of this first quarter.
Nope, 4 minutes left here in the National Financial First. Picano goes from the gun. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 to the top. He's going to throw, looking for the quick one, not there. Goes deep for Ledbetter. He has him out there. Ledbetter has it at the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, and he's into the end zone. Doran Ledbetter, mailman, got him by the shirt, couldn't bring him down, and a nice ball by Tad Picano. And that is going to be a 56-yard touchdown pass with 3:45 left here in the first quarter.
I talked about those 2 guys Picano looking comfortable and Ledbetter being a dangerous threat. And last week, York Suburban gave up some big plays against West York. That's why they had trouble in that game and had to come away with a late field goal to win it. And see it again, that big play threat from Dover.
Yep. And the PAT from Bradley is up and through and good. 3:45 left in the Dasher Financial First. Dover 7, Suburban 7. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Tailgating or planning football parties? Get the party started with great products from Best Yet at your neighborhood markets. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet rolls. Best Yet 12 packs of soda with a Best Yet Rising Crust pizza. And know that Best Yet products have been trusted and valued by families since 1893 with a quality that is backed by a double your money back guarantee. At Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry, East Berlin and Carlisle, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Sobel's in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, and Whiteford.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Well, as we said, Dover can't throw the ball. Yep. So Picano starts out 3 out of 4, 86 yards, and a big touchdown pass there, and we are tied. We have our Fast Signs kickoff coming now from Josh Bradley. Puts the foot to it, high, deep kick, and Mailman retreats to a 7. Takes it there, comes up the near hash mark. Cuts toward the middle of the field, gets through a couple of tacklers, still on his feet, and looking to make something happen, and he finally hit him and bring him down at the 40 or 41-yard line. Amari Peterson on the stop. But Suburban's going to have good field position and its own 41, tied at 7, 3:34 left in the Dasher Financial First. Let's get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
Dover with an impressive 3-play, 63-yard drive in 1 minute and 21 seconds. Finished with a 56-yard touchdown strike. Quarterback Tad Picano gets his first throwing touchdown of the year to Doran Ledbetter, first receiving touchdown of the year. And with 3 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first quarter of this ball game, we're knotted at 7.
Backs in the eye behind Merkel, who's under the center. They pitch it to the deep back Henderson, looking for the corner, cuts inside, has good running lane, and is out to the 47-yard line before Jesper and Peterson combine on the stop. That's a gain of 6 on first down, 2nd and 4 for the Trojans.
And see what kind of answer York Suburban has after getting hit in the mouth by Dover on that big play. And sure that this team is resilient as they came back against West York in those big plays last week.
They were down 2 touchdowns at West York last week before winning on a last-second field goal. Backs in the eye again. Merkel under center. 2nd and 4. Dover crowds the line. They give it to Hoffman. Hoffman has a hole on the right side. He's got a first down and more into the secondary, being chased by Peterson inside the 20, inside the 10, and Peterson unable to bring him down. And Teague Hoffman is into the end zone. No flags, and Teague Hoffman goes on a 53-yard touchdown run, and Suburban retakes the lead 13-7.
It's a slugfest at Dick May Field. Teague scampers for 53 yards to pay dirt.
Hoffman's 5th rushing touchdown of the season as he came in with 223 yards, and so Atkinson on to try and break this tie. Man. Snap is there, set is down. The kick is up, and it's good. So 2:49 left in the Dasher Financial first, and it is 14-7. Suburban leading Dover. We'll keep it here for right now, and we'll see if we can get a Browns Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update here while you prepare that drive chart there. What do we have? Red Line leading Central 7-0 in the first. Delone over Fairfield 7-0 also in the first. Eastern and Kennerdale, nothing in on that one yet. Biglerville over Littlestown 7-0 in the first. New Oxford up on Dallastown 7-0 in the first. Well, how about that? And Hanover and York Tech tied at 8 in the first. So a couple surprises there early on. That's what we have so far. And that is our Yorktown, or our Browns Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update here with 2:49 left in the first. It's 14-7 Suburban. Dover struggling on defense right now. We'll have a fast signs kickoff coming here from Jonas Atkinson, and then we'll get our scoring recap. So Dover, with the depletions from the disciplinary actions, is hurting him on defense, not so much on offense right now. Atkinson approaches it, puts the foot to it, end over end, hits at the 15. It's still in play, picked up by Snyder at the 12 or 13, and Snyder's brought down right at the 20-yard line on the tackle for York Suburban with Shane Robinson. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Dover at its own 20, and let's get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
Only took 2 plays, a 59-yard drive, capped off with a 53-yard touchdown run from Teague Hoffman with 2 minutes 44 seconds left in the first quarter. York Suburban 14, Dover 7.
All right, so the Dover Eagles have to answer again on offense as they've been unable to stop Suburban here. A couple of new guys on the offensive line for Dover, and they've had trouble run blocking tonight. They come out with 4 wide receivers again, and Picano is in the gun with Chesmer to his right. Tad calling signals, takes the snap from Matt Farr, hands it off to Jesmer, who's hit right away. And did he lose the football? He did. And Suburban is saying they have it. And no indication from the official yet. And they do. Now the official says that there was a fumble as Ralph Casper hit Jesmer just as he got the handoff, and he lost the football. And so a big turnover, and Suburban's going to have it in the Weckers Carpet red zone at the 19-yard line of the Dover Eagles.
I was talking to head coach of York Suburban, Andy Laux, about the game last week at West York. He said, if you're a fan, it sure was a fun game to watch. And we got another fun game here. It's been a slugfest back and forth, and a big turnover and a big break for the Suburban offense.
Well, Dover's defense needs to come up big now because they're down a touchdown already, and Suburban looking for more at the 19 on the turnover. Backs in the eye behind Merkel, under center. Play fake. He's looking to throw. Fires it for the end zone. Good defense there as O'Neal perfectly played that one. Got up in front of Brad Smith. And Jerry O'Neal at 6'3", able to bat that one away with the left hand. And so it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 19.
Really impressive defense by Terry O'Neal right there. And that's a throw that you expect Merkel to put in the back of the end zone and not throw it short as he did right there to Brad Smith.
2nd and 10 at the 19. Backs in the eye. 2 wides to the top of the formation. Dover crowds the line. They hand it off to Henderson. He's hit the backfield and dropped. Duran Ledbetter was waiting for that one. And also in the backfield to make the hit was Shad Murphy, the defensive end. Loss of 4 back to the 23, and it's going to be 3rd and 14 from there.
Great tenacity by this Eagles defense. Come out in a bad situation, backed up against their own goal line, and they answered so far as York Suburban's behind it down in distance, facing a 3rd and 14 from the 24-yard line.
Mailman and Deerdorf to the top of the formation. Smith and Henderson to the near side. Out of the gun. Merkel on 3rd and 14. They bring the blitz, and they are pressuring him. He throws it at the last minute just to get it away. Gets it to Mailman. Breaks a tackle down the far sideline. He goes inside the 10, inside the 5, into the end zone. Colin Mailman should have been tackled for a loss. Broke a tackle and then went down the far sideline and into the end zone. And his 2nd touchdown reception of the night from Thomas Merkel, and the Trojans are up 20-7.
Impressive running catch for Colin Mailman. And those missed tackles are going to come back and haunt the Dover Eagles.
Yep. That a 23-yard touchdown pass, and Atkinson on for the PAT here. The snap is there, the set is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Suburban 21, Dover 7. We'll take a break. Our timeout's courtesy of your neighborhood family markets. You're listening to the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Yorktown Roofing and Siding, locally owned and operated since 1992. The premier building materials distributor in Central PA. Distributors of roofing and siding, windows and doors, decking and railing, seamless gutter and gutter guard, and cabinets and vanities. Both wholesale and retail. Located at 261 Northeast Street in York. Online at YorktownRoofingandSiding.com or call 845-9447 or toll free at 1-800-457-3943.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Okay, well, how about that? 21-7, and then Dover's, the missed tackles are killing the Eagles right now. They had that one well defense. They had him nailed for a loss.
Dover did what they wanted to, what they want to accomplish on defense and get Merkel off his clock. They bring the pressure. Merkel shows his great capabilities and escapability, throws on the run, little sidearm sling pass like a Brett Favre pass, and Colin Mailman does the rest.
And here's our Fast Lines kickoff from Suburban, picked up by Caden Snyder on the bounce of the 17. He has a hole and is out across the 30. Well, that could have been a really big return, but they were able to knock him off his pins at about the 33 or 34 yard line. So first and 10 from there for Dover. Let's get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
This one's a easy one after courtesy of a fumble recovery from the Trojan defense. Merkel marches his offense 19 yards in 3 plays. A nice 24-yard passing touchdown. Merkel connects with Colin Mailman. 1 minute and 38 seconds on the clock. York Suburban leads 21, Dover 7.
4 wides for Dover on first and 10 at their own 33. 3 up top, 1 near side as they go left to right. And play fake, and Picano keeps it. Now pitches it at the last minute to Ledbetter. Ledbetter's at the 40. Has a first down out to the 46-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 13. Well played by Picano as he kept it long enough, crossed the line of scrimmage, then pitched it to Ledbetter, and they pick up 13. That's a first down.
First and 10 for Dover from their own 46.
That was an impressively run option play by Tad Picano that time.
We've seen him execute well tonight in the throw and passing game, and also that option. He does a good job of keeping the ball and forcing the defender to commit to him before he pitches, and he doesn't mind taking that lick.
Yeah. 3 wides near side, 1 to the top, and Picano in the gun. Takes it, they run the option again, faked it, now he's going to keep it, and he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. Good fake that time, but I think that was big old Ralph Casper, the 6'1", 215-pound junior defensive tackle who got a hold of Picano and brought him down. Actually lost about a yard, second and long 10 from just outside the 45.
Casper almost let up with his discipline, able to make up for it with his athleticism. Almost falls for the fake pitch and able to hang on to Picano to make the stop for a negative half yard. But also good for Picano to put that in there as, hey, I can fake it, keep it.
4 wides again. Picano to throw and fired. It had Hoffman, but a flag flies from the side judge here. That was a nice little slant route, and they had Hoffman with a big gain, but we'll see what it is, and it's going to be illegal procedure against Dover. Wow, that's tough because the Eagles had a nice play there. A beautiful pass on a beeline from Picano to Andrew Hoffman, but they're going to come back 5, and it'll be second down and about 15 and a half from just outside the Dover 40.
Something you can use as a benchmark and measure how good a team is at the passing game is the timing. And on that play, you saw that Picano has great timing with his receivers. Got the ball out quick. Hoffman there with the good hands. Unfortunately, the penalty takes him back.
So second down along 15. Picano to throw. Has some time. Fires it deep down the far side for Snyder. Good coverage for Hoffman. Hoffman took it away. Hoffman has it inside the 20, inside the 10, and Andrew Hoffman is into the end zone. I don't see any flags. He took it away from the Suburban defender. That was DeJure Henderson. I thought Henderson had the pick at first, but Hoffman able to yank it out of there at the end of the first quarter. And so it's 21-13. Suburban leading at the end of the first quarter.
That's right. Try to take it out of those Eagle talons, and Andrew Hoffman pulls it from DeJure Henderson. and goes 59 yards for the touchdown at expiration in the first quarter.
The extra point is good, and so that will be the end of the Dasher Financial first quarter. It was an exciting one. Suburban 21, Dover 14. We'll be back with the Broadway transmission second quarter after this timeout from your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit our store next to Sam's Club in East York or visit us online at fastsigns.com.
Hi, I'm York Suburban football coach Andy Laux. You're listening to the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Well, we had us quite a first quarter there here at Dick Mayfield, here at York Suburban High School, and we finish it with the Trojans up 21-14 over Dover. So credit the Eagles. They've been down 2 scores twice, and they have come bouncing back both times.
Came into this game, Tad Picano playing quarterback for the Eagles. He caught more touchdowns than he's thrown for, and he just eclipsed that mark with 2 passing touchdowns tonight.
He is 4 of 5 tonight for 146 yards and a couple of touchdowns in a quarter. That's 1 quarter. So here's our Fast Signs kick. We'll get our scoring recap in a moment from Josh Bradley. Boots it high and deep. Pretty good kick. Mailman settles it under it at the 8 on the far hash. As Suburban goes left to right now, Mailman comes straight ahead and is out to about the 28-yard line, and Suburban will start 1st and 10 from there. And here's our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
Only took 2 plays, went 78 yards in 1 minute and 37 seconds, and they finished the quarter at expiration. Picano hooks up with wide receiver Andrew Hoffman, a 59-yard touchdown pass, and we stand now with 11 minutes 52 seconds left in the first half. York Suburban 21, Dover 14.
All right, at 1st and 10 at the 28. Merkel in the shotgun with a wide receiver each way. High snap, handles it, hands it to Henderson. A big hole. Henderson off the left side. He may go. He is into the secondary and turns on the Jets. And DeJure Henderson is into the end zone. And that is a 72-yard touchdown run. I don't see any flags out there. And Suburban goes up 27-14 on the first play of the second quarter.
DeJure Henderson has that kind of spark. Every time he touches the ball, you think he could break it. He's got that elusive ability. And there you see him navigate the defense and scamper for 72 yards for a touchdown.
Well, okay.
Quite the slugfest.
Yeah, well, I don't know that Dover's going to be able to keep this up, though. We're BAT here from Jonas Atkinson for Suburban. That kick is up. It is through and good. So that makes it 28-14 with still 11:38 left here in the Broadway Trans second quarter. And we'll get a scoring recap in a moment, but it's going to take a moment. Going to have to give Gareth a minute or two to add this up. It is tough to keep up with these guys. This has been quite a first 12 and a half minutes of football here, and the Suburban up 28-14. Now, Dover came into this football game giving up 22 points a game on defense. They've already allowed more than that, and I don't know. Like I said, Dover's done a good job bouncing back, but they can't keep doing that all night. They've got to get this defense figured out if they want to hang in here. But
you're worried about the Dover Eagles. What about me having to do the scoring recap at halftime at the end of the game?
I have faith. You're a numbers guy.
That's right.
You can handle it. So we're going to have our Fast Signs kickoff here, and then we'll get our scoring recap. Jonas Atkinson will boot it. Dover will go right to left and see if they can answer one more time. Man, oh man.
Well, they've got the playmakers to do it. Picano looks comfortable in the pocket and, well, in the backfield, whether it's in the pocket or on the run.
Atkinson approaches the ball. There's our fast signs kick. Another low line drive is going to hit. Snyder's going to field it on the bounce at about the 4. Caden looking for a block or two, heads to the far hash, breaks to the sideline across the 30 and out to about the 35 or 36-yard line before he is ridden down over there. And it's for the Trojans, Ben Igo on the stop. So it's 1st and 10 for Dover at its own 36-yard line. Let's get our Yorktown scoring, roofing and siding scoring recap.
This surprise strike wasn't out of a big wooden horse. It was from DeJour Henderson, a one play. Took a 12 seconds off the clock. 72-yard touchdown run. DeJour Henderson gets his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. 11:28 still in the first half, and York Suburban leaves 28, Dover 14.
Play fake. Pekino hands it to Ledbetter on a play fake, but Suburban wasn't buying it, and Pekino goes down at the line of scrimmage as Lewis Wright, 5'10", 245-pound junior defensive tackle, right there on the stop, and actually loss of a yard back to the 35. It'll be 2nd down and 11 from there.
They're really surprised to see the way Wayne Snellbaker came out originally, going 4 wides and trying to loosen up this Trojan defense, and worked out well for him just for the fact that it helped Pekino get comfortable back there and prove to Pekino that his coach has trust in him.
Yep. Low snap out of the gun. Pekino picks it up, rolls away from pressure to his right. He's going to run now at the 40, and Travis Edwards runs him out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. See where they mark this. It's going to be close to the 1st down marker, but maybe just a hair short, and they're going to mark this between the 45 and 46. So about a half-yard short. Is going to be 3rd down and that much for the Dover Eagles.
Continue to see good decisions from Tad Pekino. Right there, he scrambles, gets close to the 1st down, and like to see how the guys rally. His wide receiver, Kerry Watkins, coming back, trying to get a block for him.
Pekino with 4 wide receivers takes the snap and hands it off to Ledbetter, and the penetration is there. David Klein in the backfield waiting for him, and Ledbetter goes down at the 43-yard line, loss of 3. It's going to be 4th down and about 3.5 from there for Dover.
And this is where Pekino is going to line up, and he's going to do that kind of a rugby run punt and see if he has some real estate, if he can get this 1st down, or if he has to punt it.
So Pekino will line up here. It looks like they're going for it, but yeah, they've done this before. And he runs to his right, and he's going to run. He's going to try and make it, and he is not going to make it. He is brought down at the 44-yard line, so perhaps not a great decision there. He picked up a yard or so, but Travis Edwards and Ralph Casper there for the stop. So Pekino picked up 2, but it was not enough, and Dover's defense again called on to face Suburban on a short field.
Yeah, I really don't even know if he considered punting the ball. It looked like he had his mind made up and was trying to run for that 1st down right off the snap.
Yeah, and again, I'm not sure that was the play to do there at midfield, but it is what they did. So anyway, for Suburban now in good field position at the Dover 44-yard line. 1st and 10, and Merkel to throw. Fires it down the near sideline, go for Mailman. He's behind the defense, has it at the 25, and O'Neal unable to catch him. He is into the end zone. Colin Mailman from Thomas Merkel, and that is a 44-yard touchdown strike, and they are on fire tonight as Suburban is up 34-14.
Continue to see the magic of Merkel. Connects with his main man, Colin Mailman. Another quick strike from this offense. Consecutive drives going 1 play for a touchdown.
Wow. Well, you know, Merkel came in tonight as the PAT from Atkinson is good. Merkel came in tonight needing 441 yards to tie that record. He may get it tonight if we keep going this way. So that is the situation. 35-14, Suburban over Dover. 9:46 left in the Broadway Trans 2nd quarter. We'll take a break here on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350.
Need new flooring? Buy it at the store voted best in York and recommended by more of your friends. Wecker's Flooring Center. Here's why. Wecker's has far more flooring in their warehouse than any home center, with prices on remnants and rolls that no one can match. For hardwood that lasts a lifetime and laminate that's good for your family, Wecker's is your store. Plus, Wecker's has their own installation crews, so you feel good about them in your home. Right now, ask about free carpet installation. Trust Wecker's Flooring Center off the Route 30 Hellam exit.
Hi, I'm Dover football coach Wayne Snellbaker. You're listening to the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
And our Fast Signs kickoff coming from Jonas Atkinson. He's been a busy guy tonight as the Trojans have scored 5 times in the first half. We still have almost 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Another low boot. Snyder's going to field it on the third hop at about the 8-yard line. Caden straight up the field, breaks one tackle, breaks another, runs into his own guy and gets out to about the 34 or 35-yard line before he is brought down there. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 34 for the Dover Eagles, down now by 21. Let's get that Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
Only one play, a whopping 10 seconds off the clock, and 44-yard touchdown strike. Thomas Merkel to his man, Colin Mailman. You think that he likes throwing to him? Jeez. 11th touchdown receiving of the year for Colin Mailman. 18th throwing touchdown for Thomas Merkel.
Picanel out of the gun with 4 wides. Fires it deep over the middle, going for Ledbetter. Ledbetter has it. What a catch. Beautiful reception over the shoulder. And he is brought down by Henderson back there, but he's at the 26-yard line. And so that is a 40-yard completion from Picanel to Ledbetter. Man, this is an offensive show like we have not seen. I have not seen. Well, I said Camp Hill and York Catholic in the District 3 championship game was like this. So Dover 1st and 10 at the Suburban 26-yard line.
Great touch on that throw from Picanel.
And on first down, they hand it straight ahead to, and the ball is loose. That was Cole Jesmer, and this could be another Dover fumble, although Picanel may have gotten on that. Dover just really having trouble running the football tonight, which was their bread and butter, and they say 2nd down, so apparently Picanel able to get it back. They're going to lose about 2 yards back to the 28, and it'll be 2nd down and 12 from there for the Dover Eagles.
It's a second fumble for Jesmer tonight. He lost the first one. Can't put the pill in the rug.
No, although to defend him a little bit, he is getting hit virtually at the time he gets that football, too.
Right away. He really is. The pressure from this defensive front has been menacing all night.
So 2nd and 12 for Dover at the Suburban 28. 35-14 Suburban. 8:40 left in the second quarter. Picanel out of the gun. He's going to run a straight quarterback draw and nowhere to go as he is brought down there by Ralph Casper at right about the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 12. They simply stood up, tackle Shad Murphy that time, and he basically was pushed back into his quarterback, so it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Eagles.
See all night that the Trojans have established the line of scrimmage on the Eagles side of the ball. Nothing doing in the running game.
That's it's amazing. This is Dover team that came in averaging 179 yards a game on the ground. It was all they did. So Picanel will throw now, probably on 3rd and 12. 4 wide receivers, 2 each way, and whistle at the snap. Timeout taken by Suburban. So that will be their first of the half. Leading 35-14, 7:53 left here in the Broadway Transmission second quarter in a high-scoring affair. Battle for first place in Division II. Both these teams 3-0 in the division coming in. Let's take a look at our Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scoreboard update. In the second quarter, it's Redline just clinging to a 7-0 lead over Central. DeLone 14, Fairfield 6 in the first. In the second quarter, it's Eastern 7 and Kennerdale 6. Biglerville over Littlestown 14-0 in the second. And Dallastown and New Oxford tied at 7 in the second quarter. That is a shock. Northeastern leading Spring Grove 7-0 there in the second quarter. Southwestern up on York High 13-0 in the first quarter. Susquehannock leading West York 10-7 in the first. York Catholic up on Bermudian 7-0 in the first. And York Tech and Hanover, and another shocker, tied at 8 in the second quarter. That's our Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scoreboard update. 3rd and 12 for Dover at the Suburban 28. They fired for Hoffman too high. Hoffman was he able to pick? No, it was picked off by Henderson. They played volleyball. Hoffman hit it twice, trying to make the spectacular catch. Instead, it falls into the hands of the defensive back, DeJure Henderson, and that will give Suburban the football at about their own 13-yard line.
Really see some talented receivers for Dover, and the likes of Andrew Hoffman and Duran Ledbetter running back, but has run some deep routes tonight, gets on the seam routes and caught some deep balls from Picano, but just the awareness and the ability of Andrew Hoffman to get a second and third chance at that ball was impressive.
But it falls into the hands of Suburban. Interception, 1st and 10 at the 13, and Merkel in the gun. Turns, hands it off to his running back. That, I believe, is Henderson, and he is brought down in the backfield. Good defensive play that time for the Dover Eagles, and that was Kyer Watkins making the play, and Henderson will go down for a 3-yard loss back at the 10, then it'll be 2nd and 13 from there.
Kyer Watkins holding on for dear life, had the jersey of the ball carrier, and held on and pulled him down.
Remember they used to have those tearaway jerseys back in the day? 2nd and 13 now. Merkel, play fake, looking to throw. They set up a screen. They get it out to Henderson in the flat at the 10, but a good open field tackle made by Amari Peterson, the cornerback, and Henderson goes down at the 11, a gain of just 1. Nice tackle by Peterson, and it's going to be 3rd down and 12.
Dover's done a good job of getting pressure on Merkel, forcing him out of the pocket, forcing him to change his throwing clock and force up his whole process, but Merkel just dealing with it, and Trojans calling some good calls, getting some screens, making some good throws in the flats, and wide receivers making plays. See what they can do in this 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, Merkel to throw. Bring 5, he gets it out. He has his man in the little slant route, and it's going to be a 1st down out to about the 27 or 28-yard line. That is Brad Smith on his first catch of the night. Moves it out to the 28 or 29-yard line. They'll mark it at the 29. That will be a gain of 18 and a 1st down for the York Suburban Trojans.
Don't see this much where a team, York Suburban right now, 35 points on the scoreboard, only 3 first downs.
6:20 left in the second quarter. Trojans up by 21 and moving for more. They hand it off to the deep back. That, I believe, is Teague Hoffman. And Hoffman just churning, moves the pile forward out to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 9, and it will be 2nd down and 1 from there. Hoffman went 53 yards on his only other carry for a touchdown, so he's 2 carries, 62 yards so far. It's 2nd down and 1 at the Suburban 38.
Some impressive, peculiar numbers in the stat sheets tonight.
Yes, that's a good word for it, peculiar. 2nd and 1. Wide receiver each way, Merkel under center. The back's in the eye behind him. Turns, hands it to his fullback Edwards. Big hole on the left side. Travis Edwards is in the secondary at midfield. Makes a move. The ball's on the ground, but Suburban falls on it. It is bouncing their way tonight. It came loose, but they fall on it. That was Smith to fall on it at the 44-yard line. And so that is a gain of, 6. And where were they? At the 38, 18 yards for Travis Edwards and a 1st down.
Very fortunate for Edwards that when he coughed it up and put it on the rug, that only his man was around.
So 1st and 10 at the Dover 44. 5:20 left in the first. And a handoff to the deep back. A tackle is broken into the secondary. He goes, and he is going to streak into the end zone. And for York Suburban, I believe that was Justice Gettle. And he is into the end zone. So everybody getting into the action tonight for the York Suburban Trojans, as Justice Gettle had just 2 carries right prior to that this season, but he takes that one and goes 44 yards into the end zone, and it is 41-14, and we are now verging on the mercy rule here in the first half. Snap is down, the kick is up and through. So it is 42-14, and we are 1 touchdown away, amazingly enough, from the mercy rule in a most improbable football game here tonight.
Remember, that all started from interception of DeJore Henderson. They got the ball at the 13-yard line and marched the length of the field.
Wow.
impressive quick drive by York Suburban Trojans.
Yes, it is. And, and again, we have to say this is a Dover team that is somewhat depleted by disciplinary action apparently against quite a number of players, because when we counted in the pregame, only about 24, 25 guys in uniform for the Eagles. Apparently several of their guys and some of the starters, especially on defense, not here because of apparent issues following homecoming last week. So it's hurting. That's the way it is. So we will have a Fast Signs kickoff yet again. 8 touchdowns so far in the first half. So far, we have 5 minutes left.
Talk about that Spartan code of ethics, not getting caught. Sometimes better not to start.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea. Jonas Atkinson to give us the Fast Signs kickoff. He approaches it, boots it. High kick this time, and Snyder will settle under at about the 7. Snyder up to the middle of the field and tripped up across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. And for the Trojans, that was Jake Taylor on the stop. And 1st and 10 for Dover now in a big hole, 42-14, 5:01 left, still in the first half. It will start at the 24-yard line. You have a scoring recap? We're still working on it.
We got it.
Okay, let's have it.
A 2-minute, 36-second drive, 6 plays, 87 yards, finished with a 44-yard touchdown scamper. Justice Gettle gets his first rushing touchdown of the year. And as you said, Trojans 42, Dover 14.
Picano out of the gun with 5 wides. Pressure comes, and he is hit and goes down. A sack is going to be reported, and that was, boy, I'm having trouble with these numbers tonight. Justice Gettle, the guy who just scored the touchdown, comes through from his linebacker spot, gets the sack, and it's back to the 15-yard line, and that is a loss of 9, and it's going to be 2nd down and 19 from there for the Dover Eagles, and the wheels have come off here in the second quarter for Dover.
You see Dover doing all they can is just run everybody down the field and try to get a strike. If they have a chance of coming back in this game, that's all they can do. But stick to what you know and try to perfect your craft, work your craft, and just try to get back on the board and put a drive together.
Picano to throw again. The pressure comes. He rolls away, looking to run now. He's at the 20 or short of the 20. He bumped out of bounds at about it's like around the 18 or 19-yard line. And it'll be a short gain of about 3 or 4. So they mark it at the 18, gain of 3, and it will be from there 3rd down and about 16.
Big Grunke for the Trojans.
Pete Grunke, 5'11", 185-pound sophomore, was
Dover takes their first time out in the first half.
4:08 left in that half, and it's 42-14. Suburban leading. It's just been a defensive nightmare for Dover tonight. I mean, Suburban has a good offense, but they have the tackling has been atrocious for Dover tonight. Suburban came in averaging 29 points a game. We know they can throw it, but they've scored on a couple of long touchdown runs as well as the passes. I mean, they're scoring their touchdowns 53 yards on runs, 72 and 44. Those are the running touchdowns. The passing touchdowns, 53, 23, and 43.
Well, we saw the woes with the missed tackles and miscues in that aspect, but also you talk about the different levels of defense, and 1st, 2nd, and 3rd being the defensive line, linebacking core, and your defensive backs respectively. They're coming with this blitz and trying to be aggressive on defense, which is what they have to do to stop the Trojans. And they bring that blitz, and the linebackers are up on that line of scrimmage. And once a running back gets through that, they're already into the 3rd level and breaking loose for these big touchdown runs.
3rd and about 16 now. Picano out of the gun, fires it out quickly, has Hoffman. Hoffman at the 20, makes a move to the middle of the field, makes another guy miss, and he's across the 30, but he's not going to get the first down. He's been a couple of yards short as he is dropped there. So good run by Hoffman. He picks up about 13 or 14 out to the 31. It's a gain of 13, but it's going to be 4th down. We'll see if Dover goes for it from there.
They haven't punted yet. They've gone for it every time on 4th down.
3:36 left in the half. Picano again out of the shotgun on 4th and 3. Rolls to his right now. He kicks it. Hey, not a bad punt either. Hits at the 35. Takes a Dover bounce inside the 30, inside the 25, and down to the 23. So 1st and 10 from there for Suburban. 3:20 left in the half. That's time for probably at least 2 scores tonight. Wow.
And really, I say it again, Dover, as far as their weapons, Duran Ledbetter and Andrew Hoffman in the passing game have made nice grabs, really nice over-the-shoulder basket-type catches from Duran Ledbetter and Andrew Hoffman, doing a great job of using his hands and then getting some yards after the catch, but not enough.
Nope. 2 to the near side. Merkel under center, backs in the eye behind him from the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Play fake. Merkel to throw, fires it deep, going for Mailman. Got him. What a catch at midfield by Mailman. And he is grabbed by 3 guys. They're tackling the football right now. He's down to the 42-yard line. And that is going to be a gain of 35 and a great over-the-shoulder catch by Colin Mailman. And it's a 1st down for York Suburban. First catch tonight the Mailman has made. It wasn't for a touchdown. That's news.
Yeah, talk about talent and good-looking plays. You see it right there, Merkel to Mailman.
Yep. That's 40 yards, not 35. They're down to the 37-yard line, so we'll get that right. 40 yards on that pass play, and Merkel fires it out here. He's got his man in the flat out about the 25-yard line. And that was...
We're going to have a personal foul. Sideline, some late activity.
Number 5.
He's number 8 on our roster, but it's number 5, Dustin Nubb.
So there was a gain of 11 on the pass and then a personal foul after that. So that will add to the woes here. So first and 10 down to the 13-yard line as Suburban enters the Weckers Carpet red zone with 2:51 left in the first half. Merkel will go under center. Hands it off to Henderson. Henderson off the right side. Big hole inside the 10 down to about the 5. Cole Jesmer on the stop at the 6-yard line. Gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from there. So 2.5 left in the first half. Suburban looking to blow this one wide open to get into the mercy rule. Wide receiver each way. Merkel under center, backs in the eye behind him. Takes the snap, hands it to Edwards off the left side. Huge hole, and Travis Edwards walks into the end zone with 2:17 remaining. Travis Edwards gets into the act with a 6-yard scoring run, and it is 48-14, and we are into the mercy rule.
Travis Edwards gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, and at this pace, Ron, you and I might be able to go in there and get in on the action.
Yeah.
Nice dive play up the middle of the fullback.
And the kick is up, and it is good. So it is 49-14. Suburban leading with 2:17 left in the first half. 5th different player for Suburban to score tonight in the first half. Wow. Well, it has been an offensive show for the Trojans, that is for sure. And yeah, they have definitely winnable games down the stretch in their league as well. So they win tonight, they are in great shape to put their first division championship in 26 years in their back pocket.
That last drive, York Suburban started on 23-yard line and took 3 plays, and they traveled 71 yards, and they're on the 6-yard line.
Okay. Well, we're going to have a Fast Signs kickoff, then we'll get our scoring recap from Yorktown Roofing and Siding. 49-14. Well, we've had 7 great games. I guess we were due.
That's right.
Atkinson to boot it.
Explosive offense is
oh, man,
a better poor game to watch than...
Well, you know, the Dover Eastern game was not the most artful game, but it was 7-6. It was close the whole way. And here's the boot along the ground. It's going to be picked up by Jesmer, who bobbled it at about the 27. And Jesmer straight back up the middle to about the 37 or 38-yard line as Derek Lehman, the first guy down there to make the hit. So 1st and 10 for Dover in our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
A drive that went 77 yards in 4 plays, 1 minute and 3 seconds. Travis Edwards scampers 6 yards on a fullback dive for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Gives us our score with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half. York Suburban 49, Dover 14.
And the Eagles out over the football center. Matt Farr, the 6'3", 270-pound senior, and Picano trying to move his guys around, yelling at Jerry O'Neill. Now, O'Neill hasn't played much this year, and now Hoffman flips to the other side. O'Neill's missed some tackles on defense, but he hasn't been out there much, and he's in there tonight because of the guys who aren't here. Picano to throw. Fires it down the far side for Hoffman. Hoffman did he? No, almost. Oh, he almost brought it in. Good defense that time. The defender had a hand on it. I thought Hoffman was going to bring it in anyway. And Mailman back there, he has a pick already tonight. And he knocked that one away. Hoffman almost able to come up with it, but not quite. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
And another nice ball, tight spiral from Tad Picano. He's throwing some nice balls tonight, and Andrew Hoffman, well, he would have came down with that if it wasn't for that great defense from Colin Mailman. Mailman getting a hand in there to knock it loose.
Hoffman just 5 catches coming in tonight, but has 2 tonight for 73 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 10, 2 minutes exactly left in the half. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 to the top. Dover goes right to left. Fires it. Here's that little slant to Hoffman. Hoffman makes a move, has a first down out to the 48-yard line, and it's going to be a gain of 11. Hoffman on the stop, but they'll move the chains. A gain of 11.
So on the last possession, they had a 3rd and forever. Andrew Hoffman cut it back and got a nice slant pass and then cut it back against the grain across the defense. And those little subtle cuts, you see it again. Nice subtle, very good at changing direction. Gets another first down for the Dover Eagles.
So 1st and 10 at the 48 of Dover. Picano out of the gun. Hands it straight ahead to Jesmer. Jesmer's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped right there as they just cannot run the ball tonight. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 10. Travis Edwards on the stop. Gave a gain of 1. And it's going to be 2nd and 9 from there for the Dover Eagles.
Yeah, that's what's been impressive with the production through the passing game for Picano and this Dover offenses. He has no time, so he gets rid of the ball quick.
And they've got negative yards rushing tonight by a lot. Picano to throw, has some pressure now, trying to roll away from it, does, and comes out of there, and he's going to run. He's at midfield. Picano at the 45, spin move down to the 43 or 44 of Suburban. He's going to be a yard short of the first down, picks up 8. It's going to be 3rd and 1 from there. And Picano impressive tonight. That was a nice run.
Well, Picano, not a lot of experience playing quarterback, but as a wide receiver, had 4 catches, 27 yards coming into this game and 1 touchdown. He's a playmaker.
He is. Dover takes a timeout now. They're 2nd. So they have 1 left. 36 seconds left there at the Suburban 44, trailing 49-14. And again, Dover, a lot on the line for them. They are 4-3 overall and 3-0 in the league. And then when you look at the district standings, coming in tonight in AAA, Dover was the 18 seed, so a loss tonight may knock them out of those district playoffs. They've got West York next week. That's a rivalry game. Suburban, on the other hand, in the districts at 5-2, they were the 15 seed, so a win tonight would help them solidify their, well, at least, move them up maybe a little bit for the district playoff spot. So we will see what happens here in the final couple of plays of the half.
36 seconds remaining in the half.
As we see that Suburban next week at Gettysburg, that's a very winnable game for them, and then home to Eastern to finish it up. So those are 2 games that Suburban's going to be heavy favorites in those. Picano out of the gun. In the flat, he goes to Ledbetter. Ledbetter made a guy miss at midfield and gets it away from another one, but a lot of black shirts around him, and they finally corral him right about the line of scrimmage. Good run by Ledbetter, but he ends up with no yards, and we're down to 22 seconds left, and it's going to be 4th down from there.
4th down, and
it's just a shame to see the talent that this Dover team has, and after what happened in the incident last week and not having your full team out here, what could be is if things were bouncing your way this season, and with the talent you do have, is they try to get everything they can out of these guys tonight.
That is tough. So Dover runs it down to 1 second left. They'll take their final timeout and give them a shot to the end zone on 4th down, so won't leave any time for Suburban to do anything with it after that. But yeah, that, and you got to wonder what the mindset of these guys is. They've got to feel badly for their friends who aren't here, but also in a way kind of let down that those guys made whatever decisions they made to get themselves, off the team, and that's tough. So.
Right, it's just an example of, in life, the thing they can take away is how quickly a decision can change a lot of things.
Yeah, and so a life lesson, that's for sure, and a tough one for the Dover Eagles here. As they've had injuries, which have certainly hurt them up till now, but this is self-inflicted, if you will. So 4th down and 1 at the Suburban 44. 1 second left before the Vito's Pizza halftime show. And you got to figure Pekino will fire it toward the end zone here. Maybe they'll do the hook and ladder. That worked last week for
the old bait and switch. Right? We saw that last week.
So Pekino with 3 guys to the near side, 1 to the top. Collins signals, asks for the ball, and gets it. Drops to throw, steps away from pressure, fires it, and Snyder almost got it, then Henderson knocked it down. So incomplete, and that will be the end of the first half. And what a half it has been. Suburban 49 and Dover 14. The Vito's Pizza halftime show comes your way next on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m., Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143. Frustrated with the returns or the lack thereof in the stock market? Are you tired of giving back the returns you do make whenever there's a downturn? Would you like to keep the returns you make and have them locked in annually? Learn more about protecting your retirement and investment dollars. Call Tom Dasher Investment Services, 717-246-3879 or 717-487-2096. If your mutual funds are underperforming or your CDs aren't returning what you'd like, contact Tom Dasher Investment Services, 246-3879 or 487-2096.
Which is better? Getting the perfect set, the perfect approach, and powering through the ball with the perfect hit? Or reading the hitter, moving to the ball, and making the perfect dig? Flying Feet knows the answer. It all depends on which side of the net you're on. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes is Central PA's home court for volleyball, featuring the names that know the game, including Asics and Mizuno. Flying Feet offers volleyball spandex and shorts and the best selection of knee pads around. Flying Feet is also your active ankle connection, the same active ankle braces chosen by coaches and players at the college level. And because volleyball isn't just for the gym, Flying Feet carries a great selection of indoor and outdoor balls for working it out on the beach or in the backyard. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty store prices. Flying Feet. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue, just off exit 18 of I-83, next to Battery Warehouse.
Core Design Group, a local architectural and structural engineering firm, is celebrating 10 years of serving its partners in York County and beyond. Core specializes in commercial, healthcare, houses of worship, industrial, higher education, and residential. For more information, visit our new website at www.core-designgroup.com or call 717-741-2046.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And we're back at the Vito's Pizza halftime show here at Dick May Field from York Suburban. And what a first half it has been. The Trojans lighten up the scoreboard. It's a Las Vegas halftime show from Dover, but they've got the lights from the Las Vegas Strip on the scoreboard tonight as Suburban 49-14 over Dover at halftime. And here's our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap as the Eagle Band prepares to perform in the background.
This might take up our entire halftime show to get through all these scores. York Suburban on their first possession of the game went 4 plays, 72 yards. There was a 53-yard touchdown. Pitch and catch, Thomas Merkel connects with Colin Mailman. That was Merkel's 16th passing touchdown of the year. Merkel's Mailman's 9th receiving touchdown of the year with 10 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first quarter. And Dover answered right away with a 3-play, 63-yard drive. Finished with a 56-yard touchdown pass. Tad Picano, his first passing touchdown of the year. And Duran Ledbetter, first receiving touchdown of the year with 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. York Suburban responds with a 59-yard drive, 2 plays, only 54 seconds, a 53-yard touchdown run. That was Teague Hoffman for his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. Gave York Suburban lead 14, Dover 7. Respond again from York Suburban with a 3-play, 19-yard drive, 53 seconds off the board. And that was after a fumble recovery, a 24-yard touchdown pass. Merkel connects with Mailman again, the second time of the night for 6. York Suburban 21, Dover 7 with a minute 44 left in the first quarter. And after that, Dover strikes at the expiration of the first quarter. They finished a 2-play drive with a 78-yard drive with a 59-yard touchdown pass, Picano to Andrew Hoffman. Like I said, as the time expired in the first quarter, Dover 14, York Suburban 21. After that, it was all York Suburban. They get the ball back after that. Score from Dover and go 1 play, 12 seconds, a 72-yard touchdown run from DeJour Henderson. Gave York Suburban lead 28, Dover 14. On the next drive, 4 consecutive drives in the second quarter, York Suburban scored. With that 1 play, consecutive drives, they go 1 play, 44 yards. Thomas Merkel connects with Mailman for the 3rd time of the night. York Suburban 35, Dover 14. After that, a 6-play drive, 2 minutes, 36 seconds off the board, 87-yard drive, finished with a 44-yard touchdown run. Justice Gettle gets his first rushing touchdown of the year with 5:08 left in the first half. Put us at the score, York Suburban 42, Dover 14. And on their 4th possession of the second quarter, York Suburban went 4 plays, 77 yards, finished with a 6-yard fullback dive from Travis Edwards for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And with 2 minutes, 17 seconds left in the first half, gave us our halftime score, York Suburban 49, Dover 14.
Wow, that is our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. That was impressive. So are our halftime stats. We'll have them next from Kochman Kunkel Insurance. As we go to break, let's listen a little bit to the Dover Eagle Marching Band as Suburban leading Dover here at Dick May Field 49-14 in the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. Plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at kigyork.com. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of local high school sports. Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or our new location, 1399 South Queen Street at 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
Broadway transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man.
I know they help me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
Welcome back to Dick May Field here at York Suburban High School. Ron Ruman, Gareth Hissong with you as Suburban leading Dover 49-14 at halftime. It's the Vito's Pizza halftime show as the Trojan, or the Eagle marching band with Barry Manilow's Copacabana. They're part of their halftime show, and it was quite a sight as Gareth Hissong was doing the Copacabana dance out there at the 50-yard line. We had to pull him off. The little children were running away scared. So
Halloween.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, that's next week. All right, let's get our halftime stats courtesy of Kochman Kunkel Insurance, and they are something to talk about here tonight. And the Dover Eagles, now this is a Dover team, came in averaging 179 yards a game on the ground. Tonight, it has been a mighty struggle to run the football. Duran Ledbetter, 5 carries, 15 yards on the ground. Quarterback Tad Picano, couple of runs, couple of scrambles, 9 carries for 8 yards overall. And Cole Jesmer, 4 carries, -8. So Dover, 18 carries, a net of 15 yards rushing in the first half. And this is a team that came in passing for 93 a game. Tad Picano in the first half, 8 of 12, 210 yards, a couple of touchdowns, a couple of interceptions as well. His main man has been Duran Ledbetter, 4 catches, 111 yards, including a 56-yard touchdown. Andrew Hoffman, 3 catches for 84 yards, including a 60-yard touchdown. And Caden Snyder, 1 catch for 15 yards. 225 total yards for the Dover Eagles in the first half. For the York Suburban Trojans, it has been an offensive explosion. They came in running the football for 150 yards a game, and they've bested that by a lot in the first half tonight. Teague Hoffman, 2 carries, 64 yards, a touchdown. That a 53-yard run. DeJure Henderson, 8 carries, 97 yards, a 72-yard touchdown run. Travis Edwards, 3 carries, 35 yards, a 6-yard touchdown run. Justin Gettle, 1 carry, 44 yards, that for a touchdown. Suburban, 14 carries, 236 yards on the ground tonight. That is better than 16 yards a carry for the Trojans in the first half. And they've been no slouch through the air either. Thomas Merkel, we said, coming in, needed 453 yards to break his assistant coach Matt Marshall's all-time league record of 4,894 yards. We thought for a while he might get that tonight, but not going to happen, I'm sure, as Suburban will dial it back in the second half. But Merkel, 8 of 11 in the first half for 194 yards, 3 touchdowns. All 3 to his main man, Colin Mailman, who has 4 catches, 160 yards, touchdown receptions of 53, 24, and 44. Brad Smith, 1 catch for 18. Dustin Knobb 1 for 11, and DeJure Henderson 2 catches for 5 yards tonight. 430 total yards of offense for Suburban in the first half tonight. As the Dover Eagle Band, another one of the fine marching bands in York County, fine Las Vegas performance here tonight as they wrap it up for the fans at Dick May Field. So that's your Kochman Kunkel halftime stats on the Vito's Pizza halftime show. We will take a break and back at our Your Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard for you after this on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. It's Suburban 49 and Dover 14.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained with John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Players and coaches, call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Keep up to date on Penn State football throughout the season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. I'm Ron Ruman, and I've been covering the Nittany Lions since the 70s. Tune in weekdays all season long to get the latest from Coach James Franklin and the players. Penn State updates are brought to you by your neighborhood family markets, Nels, Sobels, Wetzel's, and New Oxford, Penn State York, and financial advisor Dave Sprinkle. Stay up to date on Penn State on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Get ready for winter now and save big on your heating oil or propane costs. Call today to schedule your first fill, and don't forget to ask our energy advisors about the right money-saving plan or budget to fit your lifestyle. Lock in your rate and protect your price all winter. Our price-protected customers save an average of $325 per year. Visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-4SHIPLEY, and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy, energy for life.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And it's halftime here, the York, or the Vito's Pizza halftime show. York Suburban leading Dover 49-14. Time now for our York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard show. Other games around the York Adams League at halftime. It's Red Lion leading Central 21-0. Lions trying to stay in it in the Division I race and the district playoff spots. The Lone Catholic Squires, Gareth up on Fairfield 28-14 at the half, so that's good news there, yeah. Eastern trailing Kennerdale 12-7 at the half, so the Rams going for 2 in a row. It is Conrad Weiser 35, Gettysburg nothing at half. Boy, the Warriors are struggling this year. Biggerville leading Littlestown 27-7 at the half. It is Dallastown 22, New Oxford 7 at halftime as the Wildcats look to go 8-0. Northeastern leading Spring Grove 20-0 at halftime. Northeastern looking to maintain their 3 spot in District 3 AAA playoffs and stay in the Division I hunt. They would go to 7-1 with a win. Southwestern leading York High 32-0 at the half, and we are looking to have Northeastern at Southwestern in the directional game of the week next week from the Mustang Corral. That should be a good one. Both those teams going to be 1 game out behind Dallastown if the Wildcats hang on, and also with district playoff implications. West York has taken a 14-10 lead over Susquehannock down in Glen Rock tonight at halftime, and the winner of that one will only be 1 game behind the winner of this game, which looks like Suburban in those Division II. And Bermudian trailing York Catholic 10-0. That's a big one. If York Catholic wins that, that's huge for them in the single A district playoffs. And here is a shock at halftime, Gareth. Hanover and York Tech tied at 16. Whoa. Oof, the Nighthawks 7-0. And boy, York Tech giving them a game. So that is your York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard update here. It's 49-14. Suburban leading Dover. We'll have our Coach's Pep Talk from Penn State York after this on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
My name is Lou Laviton. I own a company called Sparkle Wash. We're a professional mobile pressure washing company, and I've been a customer of York Traditions for 5 years. We have fuel cards, we have a credit card, checking, we have small business loans, and the credit card deposit account, and it's real easy to keep everything together on the online system. Small business owners have to be realistic. There are bumps in the road, cash flow, purchasing of equipment, and what's been really interesting with York Traditions is you call them in good times, that's always great, you do your reviews, but what's best is when you call them when things are rough and you need help, because these guys also serve as good advisors for small business, and you're not judged, it's simply working together for a good solution, side by side. When things are tough is where a bank will shine. It really is about building the relationship, and this is what York Traditions does. Small business has to appreciate that.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
Tailgating or planning football parties? Get the party started with great products from Best Yet at your neighborhood markets. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet rolls. Best Yet 12 packs of soda with a Best Yet Rising Crust pizza. And know that Best Yet products have been trusted and valued by families since 1893 with a quality that is backed by a double your money back guarantee. At Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry, East Berlin and Carlisle, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Sobel's in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, and Whiteford.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
If you're a high school junior or senior or adult interested in attending Penn State, don't miss the Penn State York Open House, October 24th, 9 to 2 at the Pullo Center. Learn about the admissions process, financial aid options, meet faculty and students, and tour the campus. Explore our 10 four-year degree programs offered at York, including new BS in Biology and BA and BS in Psychology, and learn about Penn State's 2+2 program. Start at York and finish your degree at another Penn State campus. Call 771-4040 or register online at york.psu.edu/open house.
Not only can you feel it in the air, you can hear it. High school football. Charlie and everyone at Maple Donuts salutes this year's high school players, cheerleaders, coaches, band members, and assistants across the county. You make fall fun. When kickoff rolls around, there's nothing better than pregame tailgating at the stadium. With your Maple Donuts, of course. Kids of every age love Maple Donuts' 58 varieties, especially on a crisp fall game day. Charlie's Donut Squad is working hard every day to make sure you head over to the high school with your favorite lineup. Jelly-filled, glazed, pumpkin, chocolate peanut butter, and brewing up some of that famous fresh Maple Donuts coffee. So what's the game plan, high school football fans? Just make sure you show up with a big orange box filled with Maple Donuts. Because I don't care who you're rooting for, it's a winner every time.
Maple Donuts taste right. Tasty bread. Anytime, day or night. For appetite delight. Maple Donuts taste right.
Brown's Orchards and Farm Market in Loganville was built on teamwork, commitment, and passion. For over 65 years, Brown's has been a delicious destination for hand-picked fruits and award-winning bakery treats. As we celebrate football season, make Brown's Catering your tailgating headquarters for barbecue, party trays, wings, steamed shrimp, giant 2-foot subs, and more. Brown's applauds every football player, coach, cheerleader, band member, and parent for your teamwork, commitment, and passion for the game. Come to Brown's in Loganville to celebrate the big win. BrownsOrchards.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we're back. We're into the Maple Donuts third quarter here. And it is Tad Picano on second down running for 2 yards. It's an incomplete pass on first down. So it's third down and 8 now for Dover at its own 37. 49-14 Suburban leading here. And we are in the mercy rule. So the clock is going to roll through the second half here. And Picano will send 3 wide receivers up top, 1 to the near side as the Eagles go right to left here in the third quarter. Snap to Picano, drops to throw, has time, fires it deep over the middle into a triple coverage, and it is picked off back there by DeJure Henderson as... Brandon Knobb. Dustin Knobb. I'll get it right sooner or later. Dustin Knobb with the pick, as that was thrown into triple coverage as Picano was going for Duran Ledbetter, but just too many black shirts there, and Dustin Knobb with the pick. And so with 10 minutes left in the third quarter, in the Maple Donuts third quarter, Suburban takes over with the huge lead here of 49-14.
Really as good as one of his punts. He had Picano,
right.
So...
At the 32, Suburban has it. Merkel under center, now backs in the eye behind him. He turns and hands it off to the deep back. Wow, Henderson, and he is blasted, as coming right through there was Cole Jesmer. And Jesmer, a good defensive player, and he makes the stop on Henderson back at the 29-yard line. And that was a loss of 3, and it'll be second down and 13 from there for York Suburban.
Certainly, if we talk about coaches' pep talk, is Penn State York.
Right. We'll get that in just a second here. Merkel in the shotgun now. Puts Deerdorf in motion, a little flanker screen. They get it out here to Brad Smith, and Smith rumbles out, and you think he's got enough for a first down out to the 47-yard line, 48-yard line, and that'll be a gain of 14 and a first down. Smith's second catch tonight.
You know, obviously not a whole lot you can say for either team. In York Suburban, just keep executing, do what you've been doing the whole game, both sides of the ball, and keep making plays.
That's out to the 43 for Suburban. First and 10 at their own 43. 8:38 on a turning clock in the Maple Donuts third quarter. Merkel under center. They bring the run blitz, and it is Teague Hoffman trying to find somewhere to run, but he cannot do it. Again, Jesmer and Ledbetter making the stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10.
The halftime coaches pep talk brought to you by Penn State York. For the Dover Eagles, try to take away your positives and think about the things you're doing well, and you got some playmakers and Ledbetter and Hoffman. Picano's been doing good things at quarterback, and on defense you've been executing the blitz. You just haven't been tackling well, so you try to work on that craft.
Second and 10 at the 43. Merkel under center, backs in the eye. Hands it to Edwards, the fullback. He's through the first line and hit by Jesmer, and those two guys do the little dance there, going sideways, and it's going to be a gain of 3 out to the 46, and it's going to be third down and 7 there for the York Suburban Trojans.
And that's also another thing you want to do is, for York Suburban, you also want to execute and continue to work your craft and work some other players in there, get some reps for some of the backups.
Well, Suburban most likely going to be in the district playoffs. They win tonight. They've got 2 very winnable games their last 2, so they could have a decent seed. Dover still has a shot at those district playoffs. They have West York and Susquehannock. On third down, Merkel rolling to throw. Away from the blitz, he runs, and Mailman caught it, but he was out of bounds. Good catch by Colin Mailman, who's been making them all night, but he was out of bounds that time by about a yard. So it's going to be fourth down and 7, and a Finks Garage punt, something we have not had much of tonight. Jonas Atkinson will drop deep for the Trojans.
You talk about working your craft. Right there, you see Colin Mailman doing it, making a great catch out of bounds.
Yeah.
Laying out for it.
Really, Mailman having a whale of a night here. And the clock keeps running now in the Mercy Rule PIAA, a 35-point lead, and just keep the clock running. So we're down to 6:40 and turning. We'll take a break after the Finks Garage punt here, and under some pressure, Atkinson gets it away and hits it about the 26. Oh, takes a great bounce for Suburban inside the 20, picked up back there, and down the far sideline goes Caden Snyder, out of bounds at about the 33. 49-14, Suburban leading halfway through the third on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York. First in Sports.
And after the punt on first down, Picano out to, and there's a fumble on the play, and it is picked up by Dustin Knobb, and he is into the end zone. They completed it to Hoffman out in the flat for about a 3-yard gain. It looked to me like he was down.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I thought he was down.
But apparently they're giving the touchdown to Suburban, so that's tough because that was a completed pass for about a 3-yard gain, and then the fumble returned by Dustin Knobb into the end zone about 38 yards, and it is on the board, and what we both, as you heard, thought was a missed call there because I think Hoffman hit the ground and then the ball came out, but that was not the call. High snap, and they're going to have to try for the 2-point conversion, and it is incomplete into the end zone. So 5:47 remaining in the third. It is Suburban 55 and Dover 14. Suburban did not need any help tonight getting points on the scoreboard. We are in the Maple Donuts third quarter. We'll take a break, and we're back after this on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Has the recent road construction on Market Street or Route 30 in York bothered you? Well, it's for sure that it's bothered the steering and suspension on your vehicle. At Fink's Garage, we've been straightening cars out for nearly 90 years. Call and let us align your car. Fink's Garage, a Napa Auto Care Center. 717-854-5175. That's 717-854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we are back here at Dick May Field. Ron Ruben, Gareth Hissong with you. It's been all Suburban tonight, 55-14. They lead Dover. 5:47 left in the Maple Donuts third quarter, and we've got a fast signs kickoff coming from Jonas Atkinson. And there's the boot. Good high kick by Atkinson, and it's going to be fielded about the 5-yard line by Caden Snyder. Running up the far hash, now heads to the sideline and gets out near the 30 before the special teams tackle is made. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Dover. And I believe that was Pete Grunke on the stop for Suburban. All right, let's get that scoring recap there, Mr. Hissong.
Fumble return. Dustin Knobb goes 32 yards for a touchdown on defense, and that was on an ensuing drive after he had the interception on Dover's first drive. Right. So 2 turnovers in the second half, brought to you by Dustin Knobb.
At the 29-yard line now, the Eagles have it 1st and 10. 5:15 left on the turning clock here in the Maple Donuts third quarter. The mercy rule in effect. 55-14, Suburban up. And the snap to Picano. Picano runs away from some pressure, now fires it across the middle behind Caden Snyder. His intended receiver coverage by Travis Edwards. And it is incomplete. It will be 2nd down and 10.
That's another talented guy that Dover has on their team is Caden Snyder. He's been the main return man and sets them up at really good field positions numerous times tonight as they've had plenty of opportunities.
And we're getting some new guys in there. We'll try and pick them up as we can for you. For Suburban, Ian Prats is in there, defensive tackle. He's a junior. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of other guys getting some playing time tonight. 2nd and 10 at the 29 for Dover. Picano with 4 wide receivers. Drops to throw. Fires it across the middle for Snyder, who makes the catch at the 35. He has a first down at the 40, gets a block at midfield and down to the 48-yard line of Suburban. And that's going to be a 23-yard catch and run for Caden Snyder and a first down for the Dover Eagles.
Right on cue. I told you he's a talented player.
You did.
Gets a ball in space, makes a couple moves, and a big gain and a first down for the Eagles.
Caden 2 catches tonight for 38 yards, had 7 for $183 coming in. So Dover into Suburban territory. 3:54 left in the third quarter. Picano takes the snap out of the gun. Rolls to his left. Fires it back across his body to Snyder, who can't handle it. Good hit by Travis Edwards just after the ball got there. He smacked Caden Snyder from behind, broke that one up, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Nice tight defense, and really a ball that Caden Snyder should have brought in. The ball hit him in his chest plate. The hit dislodges the catch.
Clock continues to run, as we've mentioned. The mercy rule in effect here. We're down to 3:15 in the third. 2nd and 10 for Dover at the Suburban 48-yard line. Trips to the near side, a single receiver to the top as the Eagles go right to left. Picano to throw. In the pocket now, it collapses. He runs. Ball's loose, and it's fallen on by Teague Hoffman as Picano had good yardage, but he was carrying it out there in one hand. It was batted away, and he lost it, and another turnover, and Suburban picks it up at their own 35-yard line. So it's been a night of turnovers for Dover, and Suburban has taken advantage in many instances with 2:50 left in the third, and Suburban up 55-14. I think we have a backup quarterback in here. Ben Igo is in there for Suburban now, as again, we're going to see a lot of new guys. They hand it off to, I think that's Gronke, Pete Gronke running to his left. He's going to lose a yard or so, and it's going to be second down and about 11 for the Trojans from there.
And this is a good time to get these guys in there, get some extra reps, potentially see what you have postseason if you need some guys at depth.
Well, and we can talk about that for a moment because Suburban almost surely going to be in the district playoffs, and mentioned they were the we'll make sure what it is here. Suburban was the 15 seed in AAA coming in, as Igo will take it out of the gun. Now roll to his right, looking to throw, fires it out here through the hands. Oh! And boy, is the receiver tattooed after that by a couple of guys, Hoffman and Snyder, as he threw it out into the flat there. The attempted pass for Justice Gettle, incomplete. It'll be third and 11. Suburban going to most likely be in the district playoffs. They're going to be a team that can do some damage. They have a lot of offensive weapons. They have good size on the offensive line. You look at this, they go 215, 310, 205, 225, and 265 up front. They've got guys that can run the ball. It could be a formidable team in the district playoffs.
Yeah, they really could.
Third and 11 at the 34 now. Igo in the gun. Puts Gettle in motion and wide receiver each way. The blitz comes. They set up a little screen. Perfect call. Oh, just a little bit high and through the hands of Gronke. Probably should have caught that one, but it is incomplete, and it's going to be fourth down and a Finks Garage punt with 1 minute left in the Maple Donuts third quarter.
We talk about this team, York Suburban, being built for the postseason, and anytime you got the playmakers that have the ability with those quick strikes through the air, and Thomas Merkel, Merkel connecting with Colin Mailman and Brad Smith through the air. You got the points right there.
Yep.
You got the offensive line, and
there's a punt by Atkinson under pressure. Good high spiral, and Caden Snyder with the fair catch at his own 33. That was an impressive punt by Atkinson. That's something you talk about in the postseason. Field position under pressure. Atkinson booted that one for a net of about almost 40 yards.
Right, we see him with some good kickoffs as well when he wants to. And also with that is that defensively, those receivers are also great in coverage.
Yeah.
So you got those playmakers and can really get some turnovers there when teams try to throw against you. We've seen tonight how Colin Mailman is stride for stride when he's on defense. And we've seen the play of DeJour Henderson, both at running back and on defense. And you got that defensive front. Talked about how, big offensive line. They've also got guys that can establish the defensive line of scrimmage and stop the run. So a great makeup here, and could see potentially a nice run in the playoffs.
At the 34, Dover, first down, quick pass out to Hoffman by Picano. He gains just a yard, well defensed by Suburban, and it'll be second down and 9. That will be the final play of the third quarter. After 3, it is Suburban 55, Dover 14. The New York Mitsubishi fourth quarter comes your way next in the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Tailgating or planning football parties? Get the party started with great products from Best Yet at your neighborhood markets. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet rolls. Best Yet 12 packs of soda with a Best Yet Rising Crust pizza. And know that Best Yet products have been trusted and valued by families since 1893. With a quality that is backed by a double your money back guarantee. At Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry, East Berlin and Carlisle, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Sobel's in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, and Whiteford.
What's the best price new 7-passenger sport utility available today? The 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander. Available in both front and 4-wheel drive at York Mitsubishi. Plus, there's still a huge selection of 2015 Outlander Sports and Lancers with 0% financing for up to 72 months. Or the 2015 Mirage that gets up to 44 miles per gallon for only $11,995. All Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages get the industry-leading 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. See what York Mitsubishi can do for you. Just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue in York. Garage, tax tag, and destination charge not included.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
All right, we are back here at Dick May Field at York Suburban High School, about to start the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter, and Suburban about to go to 6-2, win their 6th straight, and put themselves in sole possession of first place in Division II as they lead Dover 55-14. Dover with a 2nd and 9, his own 35. Picano quarterback try, and Tad has a first down east of midfield into Suburban territory, breaks a tackle, down the far sideline he goes, inside the 30, and still on his feet, finally knocked out of bounds by Teague Hoffman inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line. So that started at the 34, and that's going to be a long run for Tad Picano, as they'll mark it at the 16-yard line. So that is 16 and 30. That's a 50-yard run for Tad Picano, and a first down inside the Weckers Carpet red zone for the Dover Eagles.
What a way to bring in the fourth quarter.
Well, you got to give Dover credit. These guys, they're out of this game for a while now. They're still out there playing, and again, they're depleted by a lot of guys not with the team because of disciplinary action this week, and they're hanging in there as best they can. There's a firing out into the flat. Kyer Watkins goes high to make the catch, but he's going to be dropped by Travis Edwards and Teague Hoffman right about the line of scrimmage. But that was impressive just for him to get up and make that catch, even though it's going to be second down at about 10.
Let's see Watkins climb the ladder and make the play.
Yeah. And they mark it at the 15, so that's a gain of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 9 from there. Clock winds, 10:35 remaining in the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter. And Picano will have an empty backfield and 5 wide receivers. Takes the snap, fakes it on the flat, fires it toward the end zone behind Duran Ledbetter at the goal line, covered by Hoffman, incomplete, and it will be second down, or rather a third down and 9.
The ball is errantly thrown well behind Ledbetter, and really the worst throw we've seen from Picano all night is he's been on the money, on the mark, and whether it's on the run or in the pocket, he's gotten rid of it quickly and done a great job back there tonight for the Dover Eagles.
Next week, again, we're planning Northeastern at Southwestern. Big Division I battle. We'll get to the scores of those teams and the rest of the action when we get a break here. That should be a big Division I battle. A lot of district implications. Picano, he's going to run it. Quarterback draw. He's dragged down behind the line of scrimmage by Lewis Wright, who's had a good game at defensive tackle for Suburban. It's going to be a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down and 12 for Dover. Of course, they'll go for it here, trailing huge 55-14 with 9.5 minutes left.
Wright really has had a great game. Haven't said his name a lot, but he's been wreaking havoc in the backfield, stopping the run and putting that pressure, forcing Picano to be on the run, as we've mentioned so much tonight, forcing him out of the pocket, changing his throwing clock. And Dover will line up here again on the 4th and 11 with 5 wide, try to make something happen.
Picano out of the gun here, clock down to 9 minutes. Tad calls for the football, gets it from Matt Farr, has some time, fires it toward the far side of the end zone, one-on-one, and it is caught, and looked like there might have been a push-off there, but no call. Cole Jessmer makes the reception in the far side of the end zone, and so that will make it with 8:47 left, 55-20 on the touchdown from Tad Picano to Cole Jessmer, and an 18-yard touchdown pass, Picano's 3rd of the night.
Another nice ball by Picano, and down 41 points. The referees are going to let him play it here. Finish this fourth quarter.
So. Yeah, that
many of us a push off.
Yeah, many of us in the booth saw a little push off there. The PAT is good. 8:47 left in the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter. Suburban 55, Dover 21. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Yorktown Roofing and Siding, locally owned and operated since 1992. The premier building materials distributor in Central PA. Distributors of roofing and siding, windows and doors, decking and railing, seamless gutter and gutter guard, and cabinets and vanities. Both wholesale and retail. Located at 261 Northeast Street in York. Online at YorktownRoofingandSiding.com or call 845-9447 or toll free at 1-800-457-3943.
Hi, I'm Dover football coach Wayne Snellbaker. You're listening to the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
And we are back at Dick Mayfield at York Suburban High School, 55-21. Suburban leading Dover, 8:47 left in the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter. Fast Signs kick coming up. We have our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap ready to roll.
So just under 4 minutes, 5 plays, 66 yards, finish with a touchdown pass. Picano connects with Cole Jesmer, and York Suburban commanding lead, 55, Dover 21.
All right, and we'll get you a Browns Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update here in a moment as well, but first we'll have our Fast Signs kick from Josh Bradley. See if they go onside here. Why not? Suburban's expecting it, I think. They got a bunch of guys up. And, well, it's on the ground, not really onside. Kick pretty hard, bounces high in the air. Justice Gettle fields it at about the 23, breaks a couple tackles, and then pays the price as he is smacked at about the 31-yard line by Kyer Watkins. First and 10 from there for Suburban. Some scores, courtesy of Browns Orchards and Farm Market. Red Lion about to go to 5-3 after 3 quarters. They lead Central 28-0. Tough year for Brad Livingston and the Panthers. Delone looking good tonight over Fairfield, 31-14 at halftime. It is Eastern trailing Kennerdale 18-14 in the third, so the Rams looking for their second win in a row, third of the season. Conrad Weiser leading Gettysburg 35-0 in the third quarter. Tough year for the Gettysburg Warriors. Biglerville 27, Littlestown 13. That's in the third. And we'll pick it up in a moment here as Ben Igo turns around, hands it off to his running back. I think that might be Gettle. We'll see.
That's Justice.
All right. It is. And he carries the ball out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it'll be second down and 4 from there. So second down and 4 for Suburban. The backs, shotgun for Igo. Backs flank him. Now he sends one in motion, fires it out here to Getto in the flat at the 35. Getto out to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of only about 1. Pretty well defensed by Dover. Jesmer on the stop. And it will be third down and about 3 from there.
Still a big stop for this Dover defense. Helps them to finish out this fourth quarter, get some defensive stops and get the ball back and make plays on offense like they did on that last series.
So third down at about 3. Igo under center, backs in the eye behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gettle, hole on the right side, and he spun around out to the 45, tackled by Duran Ledbetter. But that's a gain of 6 and a first down for the York Suburban Trojans.
Gettle doing a good job taking advantage of this carries tonight and wearing out some of that tread on his tires.
Bet. Dallastown leading New Oxford 29-7 in the fourth, so the Wildcats about to go to 8-0. Impressive as they head for their last 2 weeks and maybe a showdown with the Red Lion in the final game. Northeastern 30, Spring Grove nothing after 3. Again, we'll have the Bobcats and Southwestern next week in a big D1 battle. First and 10 at the 45. They hand it off to the fullback, and he gains about 2 or 3 straight ahead, and that is, well, I don't know. Can't pick up the number. That was 39, it appears. That is Justin Griffith.
Jake Taylor comes in at tailback. Give a spell to Justice Skettle.
All right. And they pitch it deep to Taylor. Taylor looking for the corner. He's across the 45 and about to the line of scrimmage, and that is going to be about it. And it's going to be 3rd and 8 from there. All right, we've got more guys than I can keep track of here. That was Taylor, do you say? Jake Taylor, yep. So Taylor gained nothing, and it's going to be 3rd down and 8. That was Justin Griffith. And 3rd and 8 out of the I. Igo dropping a throw, fires it across the middle, has his man, and just shy of the first down as you see is dragged down. That was Mitch France. And France was stopped just shy of the first down, gained about 7, so it's going to be 4th down. And I think garage punt for the York Suburban Trojans.
See Mitch France decked out with the pink socks and the pink sleeves, cheerleaders and the student section wearing pink for October Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Good snap. Atkinson gets the boot away, end over end, kind of low, hits at the 25. A bit of a Suburban bounce to the 23. 1st and 10 for Dover from there. 4:18 left. We'll wrap up our scoreboard recap here from Brown's Orchards and Farm Markets. Mentioned Northeastern up 30-0 on Spring Grove. We'll have Bobcats of Southwestern next week. Southwestern putting it to William Penn. Hasn't everyone this year. 39-0 after 3. Boy, tough year for Sean Heidold and the Bearcats. So Southwestern about to go to 6-2, and Northeastern is 7-1. It is Susquehannock now with 14 points in the 3rd quarter. They have taken a 24-14 lead over West York down in Glen Rock. So Susquehannock about to win its 4th, or perhaps about to win its, that one's not over, its 4th game of the year. Bermudian now has come back to take a 13-10 lead over York Catholic. 13 points in the 3rd quarter for the Eagles. And Hanover hanging on against York Tech 22-16 after 3. That's a surprise. Nighthawks looking to go 8-0. That is your Brown's Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard recap. We're going to take a break here on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Need new flooring? Buy it at the store voted best in York and recommended by more of your friends, Wecker's Flooring Center. Here's why. Wecker's has far more flooring in their warehouse than any home center, with prices on remnants and rolls that no one can match. For hardwood that lasts a lifetime and laminate that's good for your family, Wecker's is your store. Plus, Wecker's has their own installation crews, so you feel good about them in your home. Right now, ask about free carpet installation. Trust Wecker's Flooring Center off the Route 30 Hellam exit.
Hi, I'm York Suburban football coach Andy Laux. You're listening to the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Picano on 1st and 10, drops to throw, running away from pressure and fires it away. And is that going to be intentional grounding? No call is made. Probably don't need to make that call at this point in the game.
Let him play.
Yeah. 4 minutes left. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball is at the Dover 24 again. Suburban 55-21. It's been a runaway since the 2nd quarter here for the homestanding Trojans. Tonight they're going to win their 6th straight, go to 6-2, and they'll be sole possession of 1st place in Division II with 2 weeks remaining in the season. It does appear right now that Susquehannock may be the team that's trailing them by 1 game and Dover. Suskies up on West York and across the middle. Good throw and caught by Duran Ledbetter out to the 43-44 yard line. That's a gain of about 19 and a 1st down as Tad Picano again continues to impress with his passing this evening.
Yeah, Picano to Ledbetter is dangerous. Saw it multiple times tonight. Some big strikes down the field. Impressive catches.
He's got 19 on that one. And, I'm sorry, that's up to the 38. That's 14. And it's 1st down. Picano again in the shotgun. This time he's going to keep it. Good play fake. Picano to the 45, out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and 1 from there.
You can see by the play fake to Ledbetter how much the defense respects Ledbetter's talents, as they look to him as the ball carrier and leave a wide open hole for Picano to get 9 yards.
Remember the Washington Capitals and Edmonton Oilers coming your way right after we're done here on Sports Radio 1350, the home for the Caps hockey, Hershey Bears hockey, and 76ers basketball this winter, along with York College basketball. Picano again, a fake, keeps it, and has a 1st down in midfield. He is spun down out there by Mitch France, and it's a gain of about 4 and a 1st down for the Dover Eagles. We go under the 2-minute mark now as the clock, of course, continues to wind in the mercy roll here. Ball at the 49 of Suburban. next week, and the Mustang Corral. Southwestern hosting Northeastern should be a good one. Hope you're with us here on Sports Radio 1350 and Game Time PA. And of course, tomorrow morning, the Dr. Wayne McCullough gets your sports weekend started with Central PA Game Day from 9 to 11. Picano, 4 wides, out of the gun, drops to throw, has some time, fires it across the middle, looking for Snyder. Snyder made the catch, I think, between 2 defenders. Going to be pass interference, but he came down with that at the 27-yard line, so they'll give him the play, I'm sure. That'll be a 22-yard gain. Heck of a catch by Caden Snyder. Would have had a first down on the pass interference anyway, but assume they'll take the play. Pass interference declined, the 22-yard pass completion, and a first down for the Dover Eagles at the Suburban 24-yard line.
Sandwich between Shane Robinson, I believe it was Jonas Atkinson as well. Great catch by Snyder to fight through that traffic.
Actually a 25-yard gain, so now down to 118 left, and Dover trying to see if they can get it in the end zone one more time here. Picano in the gun, 4 wides. Drops to throw, has some time, fires it out here in the flat, has his man. It's Ledbetter, breaks 1 tackle at the 20, breaks a 2nd tackle, and runs hard down to about the, they mark this at the 17-yard line. That will be a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down and about 3 from there. Ledbetter's 5th catch and the 6th catch of the night.
He's fun to watch with those elusive moves, and escapability.
So 2nd down and about 3. And Picano again with the clock down to 30. Takes the snap, drops to throw. Fires it across the middle for Ledbetter, just a little bit high off of his hand, and it'll be incomplete. Now the clock continues to run. They're going to have to hustle to get one more play off here as we're under 20. And working our way down, and I'll take one more shot at the end zone. Clock down to 10 as Picano hustles back out there and gets his guys lined up. And
4-3.
Is he going to get it off? He does, yep. Picano looking to fire it toward the end zone, does, going for O'Neal, and batted around, and Jesmer caught it on the rebound. Why not? Cole Jesmer brings it in for a 17-yard touchdown reception on the final play of this game. Jesmer, 2 catches tonight and 2 touchdowns. And I don't think we do a PAT here, do we, or do we? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're done.
That's the game.
The final score. It is Dover, or Suburban 55 and Dover 27. Wow. Heck of a football game. Coming up next, it is the Stony Brook Family Restaurant postgame show. Suburban 55, Dover 27 in the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. Plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at KIGYork.com. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Not only can you feel it in the air, you can hear it. High school football. Charlie and everyone at Maple Donuts salutes this year's high school players, cheerleaders, coaches, band members, and assistants across the county. You make fall fun. When kickoff rolls around, there's nothing better than pregame tailgating at the stadium. With your Maple Donuts, of course. Kids of every age love Maple Donuts' 58 varieties, especially on a crisp fall game day. Charlie's Donut Squad is working hard every day to make sure you head over to the high school with your favorite lineup. Jelly-filled, glazed, pumpkin, chocolate peanut butter, beer and brewing up some of that famous fresh Maple Donuts coffee. So what's the game plan, high school football fans? Just make sure you show up with a big orange box filled with Maple Donuts. Because I don't care who you're rooting for, it's a winner every time.
Maple Donuts taste right with the tasty bread. Anytime, day or night, for appetite delight. Maple Donuts taste right.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Well, we are back at Dick May Field at York Suburban High School. Ron Ruman and Gareth Hissong with you. And it was a heck of a game here tonight, the battle for first place in Division II, but it was not much of a battle as Suburban wins it tonight, 55-27 over Dover. So Suburban goes to 6-2 overall, 4-0 in the league. Dover falls to 4-4 and 3-1 in league play. Time now for our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. And Gareth Hissong, take a deep, deep breath for this one.
12 iterations of scoring.
Yeah,
York Suburban started early on the first possession, going 4 plays, 72 yards, finished with a 53-yard touchdown pitch and catch. Merkel connects with Mailman, 10 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first quarter. York Suburban 7, Dover 0. Didn't take long for Dover to score. On their second possession, they go 3 plays, 63 yards in a minute and 21 seconds. Finish that drive with a 56-yard touchdown pitch and catch. Tad Picano connects with Duran Ledbetter. Both of them their first passing and receiving touchdown of the year with 3 minutes 45 seconds left in the first quarter, tied us at 7. York Suburban answered with a 2-play 59-yard drive, which was finished with a 53-yard touchdown run from Teague Hoffman, his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. With 2 minutes 49 seconds left in the first quarter, York Suburban 14, Dover 7. York Suburban strikes again on their ensuing possession, going 3 plays and 19 yards. That was after a fumble recovery, and they finished with a 24-yard touchdown pass, Merkel to Mailman again. And that was with a minute 44 seconds left in the first quarter. York Suburban took the lead 21, Dover 7. Dover strikes again. Not many times tonight, but again with a 2-play 78-yard drive, a minute 37 seconds off the clock, finished with a 59-yard touchdown pass. Picano connects with Andrew Hoffman. And that gave us our score at the expiration of the first quarter. York Suburban 21, Dover 14. After that, York Suburban got the ball 4 times, scored 4 times. Their first 2 possessions each only took 1 play to score. In the first possession of the second quarter, 1 play, 12 seconds, a 72-yard touchdown run from DeJour Henderson, his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. York Suburban lead 28, Dover 14 with 11:38 left in the second quarter. And on their ensuing possession, go 1 play, 44 yards, only 10 seconds off the clock. There's a 44-yard touchdown pitch and catch, Merkel to Mailman, you guessed it. And York Suburban took the lead with 9 minutes 46 seconds left in the first half. 35, Dover 14. York Suburban scores again on their ensuing possession. 6 plays, 2 minutes 36 seconds off the clock, 87-yard drive. It was Justin Gettle going 44 yards for the touchdown run, his first rushing touchdown of the year with 5 minutes 8 seconds left in the first half. 42, York Suburban, Dover 14. And on their last possession of the first half, York Suburban goes 77 yards in 4 plays, a minute and 3 seconds off the clock. And it was Travis Edwards with the 6-yard touchdown run, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, with 2 minutes 17 seconds in the first half. Gave us our halftime score, York Suburban 49, Dover 14.
I believe we're only at halftime.
In the second half, after an interception, York Suburban got the ball, did nothing with it. And then on a fumble return on Dover's next possession, Dustin Knobb goes 32 yards for a touchdown for York Suburban. And York Suburban would lead 55, Dover 14. Dover has 2 more scores, too little, too late. And on their second to last possession of the night, they went 5 plays, 66 yards, finished with a touchdown pass. Picano connects with Cole Jesmer with 8 minutes 47 seconds left in the ball game. York Suburban 55, Dover 21. And on their last possession, 6 plays, and they finished with an impressive ball that was batted around in the back of the end zone, and it was Picano connecting again with Jesmer. And give us our final score. York Suburban 55, Dover 27.
Okay, that is the Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. And it was a novel tonight as Suburban wins it 55-27 here at Dick Mayfield. We're going to take a break, come back with our final stats courtesy of Shipley Energy on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
What's the best price new 7-passenger sport utility available today? The 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander. Available in both front and four-wheel drive at York Mitsubishi. Plus, there's still a huge selection of 2015 Outlander Sports and Lancers with 0% financing for up to 72 months. Or the 2015 Mirage that gets up to 44 miles per gallon for only $11,995. All Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages get the industry-leading 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. See what York Mitsubishi can do for you. Just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue in York. Garage tax tag and destination charge not included.
Core Design Group, a local architectural and structural engineering firm, is celebrating 10 years of serving its partners in York County and beyond. Core specializes in commercial, healthcare, houses of worship, industrial, higher education, and residential. For more information, visit our new website at www.core-designgroup.com or call 717-741-2046.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
And we're back at Dick Mayfield at York Suburban High School as the crowd has made its way out of the stadium now. A happy crowd here for the Trojans as they win over Dover 55-27 to take sole possession of first place in Division II. Trojans looking for their first division title in 26 years, and they're just two games away from it now, and they've got Gettysburg and Eastern, so two games that will definitely be favored in to see if they can head into the playoffs. They can do that on an 8-game winning streak. They've won 6 in a row right now. But right now it's time for our post-game stats courtesy of Shipley Energy, and there is a lot to talk about. For the Dover Eagles, came into this game averaging 179 yards a game on the ground. The running was tough tonight, tough sledding. Doran Ledbetter, 5 carries, just 15 yards. Tad Picano, the quarterback, 16 carries, 67 yards. And Cole Jesmer, 4 for -8. So overall, Dover, 25 carries, 74 yards on the ground. Through the air tonight, an impressive showing by Tad Picano, the senior quarterback. He was 17 of 28 for 319 yards, 4 touchdowns. He was picked off 3 times, however. Caden Snyder had 3 catches for 63 yards. Andrew Hoffman, a big night, 4 catches, 85 yards, including a 60-yard touchdown catch. Duran Ledbetter, 6 catches, 132 yards. That included a 56-yard touchdown reception. Kyer Watkins had 1 catch for 1 yard, and Cole Jesmer had 2 catches for 35 yards, touchdowns, 1 of 18, 1 of 17 yards, 393 total yards for the Eagles tonight. For Suburban, and wow, a lot of stats here tonight. Teague Hoffman, 3 carries, 64 yards. That included a 53-yard touchdown run. DeJure Henderson, 9 carries, 94 yards, a 72-yard touchdown run. Travis Edwards, 4 carries, 38 yards. He had a 6-yard touchdown run. Justice Gettle, 3 carries, 56 yards, including a 44-yard touchdown run. Pete Gronke, 1 carry for -1 yards for Suburban. Justin Griffith, 1 carry for 2 yards. Jake Taylor, 1 carry for 0 yards. 22 carries, 252 yards on the ground tonight for the Suburban Trojans. Through the air, Thomas Merkel, 9 of 13, 208 yards, 3 touchdowns, as he is now, unofficially anyway, about 245 yards away from his assistant coach Matt Marshall's all-time York Adams League passing record. Ben Igo, late in the game, 2 of 4 for 8 yards for Suburban. So overall, the Trojans 11 of 17 for 260 216 yards through the air, 468 total yards for Suburban tonight. Colin Mailman, heck of a night for him. 4 catches, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns. 44, 23, and 53 yards. Brad Smith, 2 catches for 32. DeJure Henderson, 2 for 5. Dustin Knobb, 1 for 11. Justice Gettle, 1 for 1. And Mitch France, 1 catch for 7 yards. And those are your post-game stats, courtesy of Shipley Energy. Take our final break. We'll come back, have our GSLSC Player of the Game and our York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard as Suburban defeats Dover 55-27 in the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Providing quality services efficiently and in a timely manner to its clients is the mission of the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins. GSLSC is equipped to handle any real estate transactions, leases, residential and commercial real estate settlements, zoning issues, and all matters involving municipalities. They are also experienced in the formation and operation of family real estate ventures that are tax sensitive to the needs of the investors. Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins is an approved title insurance agency and can provide you with title insurance and legal representation at one low cost when buying a home or investment property. Don't risk any real estate settlement without an experienced real estate attorney from the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins at your side. Phone 717-757-7602. They've been handling residential and commercial real estate matters in South Central Pennsylvania for more than 50 years. With mortgage interest rates at an all-time low, now is the time to buy or refinance. Phone 717-757-7602 today or visit their website, gslsc.com.
My name is Lou Laviton. I own a company called We're a professional mobile pressure washing company, and I've been a customer of York Traditions for 5 years. Prior to that, I had other banking relationships, but they weren't local. And when you really read the statistics and you look at what's going on in the marketplace, you need to have somebody that's a local level, that you're not talking to a call center in a foreign country or someplace else that doesn't know who you are, and this is what York Traditions does. The online banking has just been a wonderful tool for us because the convenience is there, but I visit all the branches. It's like Cheers. They all know your name. I think it's fascinating. I come in and I like the yellow Tootsie Rolls or I like the Sweethearts, and they know to staple my receipt to the lower left-hand corner. And I don't understand how they do that, but this is what York Traditions does. They do it very well. It's kind of a cool place to be.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Alrighty, tonight it was a big night for the York Suburban Trojans as they win number 6 in a row, go to 6-2 overall, 4-0, take sole possession of first place in Division II with 2 weeks left as they rout Dover 55-27. The Eagles depleted by a number of guys not here and possibly gone for the year because of some disciplinary action, as we understand, following some unfortunate activities around homecoming last week. So it hurt the Eagles tonight, that's for sure. But let's get our GSLSC Player of the Game.
The senior clocks in 6 foot, 185 pounds, number 10, wide receiver Colin Mailman. 4 receptions tonight, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
All right, Colin Mailman, our GSLSC Player of the Game. Quite a performance for the senior here tonight. And now our York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard show. The other games around the York Adams League tonight. Red Lion leading Central 35-0 in the fourth quarter. Tough year for Brad Livingston's Central Panthers. Red Lion, though, looking to go 5-3. They have just the 2 league losses, so they're hanging in there, and they may be heading for a big showdown with the Dallastown Wildcats in Week 10. DeLone in a Division III contest over Fairfield, 38-22 in the fourth quarter. It's Kennerdale leading Eastern 18-14 in the fourth quarter in Division II as the Rams go for their second straight win. Gettysburg losing to Conrad Weiser 47-0. That is in the fourth quarter. Tough year for the Warriors. Biglerville leading Littlestown 34-13 after 3. And it is Dallastown leading New Oxford 36-7 as they head to the fourth quarter. So the Wildcats about to go 8-0 as they have sole possession of first place in Division I. Northeastern on their heels, though, in the fourth quarter. The Bobcats lead Spring Grove 30-0. So Northeastern about to go to 7-1 on the year, and they will remain just 1 game behind Dallastown in Division I. And so our scoreboard resets here for a moment. We'll catch up with that. And it is now Dallastown has leading New Oxford 43-13. That is in the fourth quarter, so the Wildcats still up comfortably there. And other scores, Southwestern has defeated York High 46-0. Next week we will have Southwestern hosting Northeastern in the Mustang Corral. Southwestern is now 6-2, Northeastern 7-1. Both those teams just one loss, so they're on the heels of, in division play, they're on the heels of the Dallastown Wildcats. They both lost to Dallastown. Dallastown with that game against Red Lion remaining, so the winner of that one will have a shot at least a share of the Division I championship and big district playoff implications as well. And an exciting game in Glen Rock in the fourth quarter. West York has come back to take the lead over Susquehannock 28-24. Now the winner of that one will be tied with Dover for second place in Division II going into the final 2 weeks at 3-1, just one game behind Suburban. And in another good one, it is Bermudian leading York Catholic 2017 in the fourth quarter. That is big for York Catholic's district playoff hopes. And Hanover, after being tied with York Tech at halftime at 16, the Nighthawks said, you know what, we're going to go 8-0. And they are leading in the fourth quarter now 44-16. And Gareth, I'll tell you what, coming up in 2 weeks, it's going to be Hanover and DeLone in what could be a Hanover team coming in at 9-0. DeLone having a tough year, but I got to believe the Squires might be fired up to see if they can't spoil their crosstown rivals' perfect season.
Throw the records out for that one.
Absolutely. So you played in a few of those, I know. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. We want to thank you for listening. Again, it's 55-27, our final tonight, Suburban over Dover. Don't forget, don't turn the radio off because we have Washington Capitals hockey coming up right after this. They are playing Edmonton tonight, and tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, the Doctor, Wayne McCullough, Central PA Game Day, 9 to 11, the only way you want to start your sports weekend. Next week, 7 o'clock airtime will be in the Mustang Corral as the Southwestern Mustangs host the Bobcats up Northeastern. Again, our final tonight is Suburban 55, Dover 27. For Jim Harden, as always, pushing all the right buttons back at the station, Jamie Evans on the video. For Game Time, my partner Gareth Hissong, I'm Ron Ruman. Thanks for listening, folks, and you have a good night.
Thank you for listening to WOIK's High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution, bringing you the best of the York Adams League every Friday night. High school football plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Listen on the go with the WOIK mobile apps and online at WOIK1350.com. And make sure to tune in every Saturday morning at 9 for Central PA Game Day with the coach Wayne McCullough, featuring the high school football scoreboard show and live interviews with the players and coaches. And get your football weekend started early. Every Thursday at 4 p.m., it's Game Day with Game Time PA, previewing the weekend's biggest games. Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports. Now, back to NBC Sports Radio on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.